Oh, okay. My Fugi decided it needed to be huge on my screen. We're already starting great. Give me 2 seconds, chat. Fugi decided it needed to be huge. But hello. Let's see, who do we have here today? Hello, Hurricane. Hello, Knack. Hi, Dan. Target. D'Angelo. Teeny. Crazy Bald Man. Hello. Sorry about that. But hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I have 2 of my lovely friends here. Would you like to introduce your guys' self?
Well, I am.
Go ahead, buddy.
I am Taro. I am the burnt loaf sitting on the counter.
I guess it's fitting.
Oh yeah, and I'm Toast. I'm technically a galactic overlord, but every so often I hang out with my good friend Kunryu here.
Yeah. These
He's the
are...
only reason you guys are alive, by the way. So long as she continues baking me goods, I'm like Beerus from Dragon Ball Z. So long as she continues making me goods, I will not destroy the Earth.
You won't destroy the Earth?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, these are 2 of my really close IRL friends, and they're also amazing artists as well. Their audio's a bit soft. Oh no. Give me 1 second.
You didn't mute.
No, it's not that. It could be my Discord audio. Because Discord is dumb. Try speaking again, friends.
Hello.
Is it the audio crunchy now?
Is it crunchy?
Crunchy.
Is it crunchy? Is it nice and crunch? But yeah, we're scuffed today. I'm not gonna lie. I was half asleep today at work. So I was like, I need friends to come on stream today. To please help me as I indulge in my Huntlow Animatic again.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to splash cold water at you periodically.
Thank you. I have a nice chai tea here, and I'm trying to not fall asleep.
You want me to throw that at you? Jeez, man, I didn't know you like.
I said to drink!
To throw, yes.
Y'all hear this, chat? You all hear this?
I'm a great friend, guys, so 10 out of 10 would recommend.
These are my friends, chat. These are my friends. I also don't know why your icons are huge on Fuki.
Because I'm special.
Because we're a big deal.
You are the best of friends. Hi, Chias. Hello. I don't know if my friends are going to be drawing as well. If they are, I can figure out how to share their screens. Or, they could periodically give me art as we're going. But, yeah. Also, save me, chat. I have fallen down more rabbit holes of Owl House. It's over for me. It's over.
All ogre now. Is
No.
it not just Huntlow? What is it else?
There's AUs now.
Oh no.
And the worst part is it's Huntlow AUs, and it's like, I wasn't looking for this! Help! My friends are great because they had to sit there and listen to me originally talk about Huntlow. And now there's AUs I found, and I'm like, oh no. And the worst part, Taro, is it's like mythology based. So it already grabbed my attention.
Oh, wow.
It's like Percy Jackson.
Cause it's Hunter as like a Gorgon, like a Medusa, and Willow as the semi-blind girl. And I'm like, dang it, just dig my grave now.
Oh my gosh, I don't think the grave is enough. I think you need to be cremated at this point.
Spread my ashes over my computer.
You know what? At least you're not a Bellows stan.
I'm not, no. I'm not.
When I watch the show, I'll make sure I am, just to spite you.
Toast is like, I haven't seen the show, but I'm gonna watch it just to be... just to spite you and like all the characters you don't like.
And trust me, I will find an entire essay to say, "Oh no, the character isn't as bad as you think for such and such reason. Look to Exhibit A." I'll do the whole thing.
Exhibit
It's like how I did
A.
for Bakugo. Everybody hated him from the beginning, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna like this guy because everybody hates him.
Nag, no, it's like I'll spread your ashes all over the fan. No, it's like I'm dying because like not only is there the like mythology one, they also made a Peter Pan one, and I'm like, guys, stop, please, please, stop doing this to me. I just wanted to see pretty art. I didn't want to think this hard.
You're gonna get your funeral like dead on the table, and someone's gonna say, "Oh, Hunter, Willow, nice to see you. She was a big fan," and you're gonna wake up.
Oh my god. My friends and I fell down a Percy Jackson rabbit hole. Now we're homebrewing Percy Jackson D&D, so I get it. Let's go, TD! You get me! No, wait, like, no, it's bad, chat. It's bad. And then the worst part is we're animating a Hutlo animatic.
I can't wait to see your progress for this.
What?
I can't wait to see your project progress for this.
Oh, have I not shown it?
You showed a little bit of it.
I did. I animate. Chat, I'm sorry I betrayed you. I animated a little bit while you guys were in here. Because it's like, yes, this is a 3-minute anime. This is 3 minutes of art. I gotta do some of it. Not on stream. Or we're not getting anywhere.
Wait, what are you talking about? It's only 3 minutes of art.
You know? Fair. I have to do 15 for work. So maybe I should be stepping up the pace. At your funeral, we're not going to put pictures of you up. We're just going to put pictures of our house fan art. Instead of my VTuber face, I'll just stick Willow's face on my face.
Who can tell the difference?
Who can tell? I'm so upset too because I was sketching Willow for this animatic and I stopped for 2 seconds. Thank you, King, for the gifted sub. But yeah, I stopped and I was like, why does she look like my VTuber avatar? And everyone stopped and was like, what did you think? I was like, guys, there's a King! Looked over. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I'm sitting here crying about how I look like Willow. Well, that's gonna go off for a while. But thank you, King. Wait. Thank you. There we go. Absolutely based. Yeah. Yeah, technically 6. Technically 6. Oh my gosh, I'm not awake. Shall we get started? Before I keep just talking about it and not doing art.
I thought this was the
Oh my god, the Fuki's so huge. Why is it so big?
It's a very important day.
Wait, Henry is gone. We need to take over.
No.
This is my stream now. Welcome. Give
Your
me money.
My friends will just be in front of the tablet. What? And I'm getting a raid! Team A Show, thank you so much for the raid. Give me a sec. I literally didn't have my music ready.
Waving hand.
Hi, Bard. I just started. Hello, kitty. Oh my, I just started. Oh, you guys were playing Super Smash? How was that? Was that fun? And we ended, so we raid. No. Guys, stop being nice. And then King gifted Team A Show what's up. Toast, Taro, save me.
There's no saving you now.
It's,
Too late.
you're too far gone.
Exactly. What would you like on your tombstone? Oh, wait.
No! No! I don't. Stop reminding me that I'm already down deep in this pit.
Too late for you.
It is too late for me. Okay. You deserve kindness, now accept it, please. What if I retaliate? What if I choose violence?
Dang.
Nah, I don't choose violence. Can I accept your love as snacks? I will retaliate with more kindness. Guys, I'm getting attacked by kindness.
Oh yes, the most dastardly of enemies. I don't know how to defeat it. I've been trying for many years.
I know, we keep throwing kindness at Toast and I'm getting a hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. We've been throwing kindness at Toast all the time. Cause she's cool and makes cool art.
No.
My chat's just spamming the head pats.
I only want to make the
No! Literally spamming it!
You deserve all the head pats. What are you talking about?
Ray can't spell. Thank you for the follow. Jeez, you guys are gonna break it!
Hold on, let me help. Let me help.
No, you're not supposed to help, Taro! Girl! You guys... My poor body's struggling! This poor body's struggling! Oh my god! No! No more bonks, only head pats. I'm getting bombarded. I'm just watching. You guys can't see on your end, but on my end, I just see everyone's name and just head pat, head pat, head pat, head pat, head pat, head pat, head pat. Oh, there we go. We got some bonks. We got some bonks in there.
Eventually.
Eventually, I have to play all the animations. I haven't even started animating yet.
We should try to keep it up throughout the entire stream. Just mention the head pack.
No!
It never ends. Keep it up, guys. I think we can do it. If we work together, we can get the right stuff.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Exactly.
No, they're gonna waste all their points. Wait, no, wait. Why are you convincing them to waste their points on headbats and bonks?
Nah, I just want to see if you will spontaneously combust from all the head packs. I think.
You know, she definitely doesn't have a nefarious reason. Definitely not.
I got turned into a bunny and then bonked!
Bunk!
No, twice!
You just continue being attacked.
And now I'm getting head pats. No, it's still going! It's still going! Hi, Temmie, I see your name!
What if...
And hi, Jack, hello! There's some bonks in there, I see some... No one's... Not the big hammer! I'm taking my sip of my drink. Everyone's either giving me head pats or bonking me, I don't know which one.
Obviously both.
I haven't started animating. Y'all just...
What's distracting you? I don't get it.
Gee, I wonder. I'm losing brain cells.
It's okay, you can grow those back.
You can grow those back? Do you have a supply?
Oh, of course, man. Just like, you know, it's right next to my supply of kidneys. You know, it's just come over.
Keeps going. Oh my god. No, there we go. People having too much fun. Can I donate my one brain cell? No, you need that. You gotta cherish that one brain cell.
You can sell it to me. I would buy it.
No.
I'll buy it for about $350.
$350.
$350.
About $350.
About Tree Fitty.
Yeah, just tree fit.
Just tree. Also,
just
I drew insane backgrounds for this, and I'm so sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Cause I'm insane. Like, look at this background I drew.
It's good.
Like, Tara, look at this.
I think
It's just an Animatic, and I decided to do that.
It's always good practice.
I cheated, though. I traced it.
Cheat.
I did cheat.
no, you're not a real artist.
Dun
How
dun dun!
dare
Except
you.
this is for an Animatic, and it's only there for 10 seconds.
I'm telling Mr. Art. And Mr. Art is gonna be very angry with you.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Well, enjoy your snack break, kitty. Anyway, let me play what I do have, because as I said, I added a section, and see what you guys think. Hold on, I gotta turn off this music. Or else, like, y'all are gonna hear it.
She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell. Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly. She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. But handsome
Alright,
stranger.
that's all I've gotten so far.
I like it.
This next scene's gonna kill
Cute.
me. This next scene's gonna kill me. Because the idea is, what I want to go here is, Willow stands here and she does a little spin and then flops on the bed.
Oh.
And, that's gonna be a pain. I figured that'd be fun to show on stream. And then cry. Yummy hot little
Cry.
yes! Also, chat, I don't know if you noticed, but we do also have a new emote. Have fun with that. Anyway, did I show you guys I drew a new emote?
I haven't seen it.
Hold on, I'm putting it in the no mic. It's Please.
Oh god.
Please. No, didn't I do it for you? Everyone says cause I made it to go like, oh please, one, like, you know, and everyone's like, it looks like the dog's like, didn't I do it for you?
Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, that, but also how, like, the little sister in My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh, May?
Yeah.
With her
Like,
chubby
she
little
makes
cheeks.
Yes, with her chubby little cheeks.
Yeah! And my chat's going, Kirby! Didn't I do it for you? When I do it
For you,
for Kirby. I love that that is a thing. And I love that it is associated with this, like, crazy dog. I almost thought those were pupils were pancakes from a distance. now everyone's using it, it's like, let I do it for you. I'm so glad that that's what ended up happening with that, silly thing. Also, I'm sad because I can't think of what the frick Hunter and Willow are texting here. I have yet to figure that out. And I don't know what he would ask or he would say to her.
Hey, what do you want from Burger King?
Would they know what Burger King is?
What is the wizarding version of Burger King, though?
That is a good question. What is a wizarding version of Burger King?
Gotta think of a pun.
A pun? Gimme Burger
Yeah.
King fries, please. Not French
Burger
fries.
King.
Oiga.
Also,
Oiga.
I hope you guys appreciate that I still kept his Ruler's Reach fan username.
Oh, jeez.
Hunter would still have that as his like username. It kills me that he has that because that means he's read King's book. He's read King's book, and no one else decided to take that name, or did, because he had to add a 4 for the word fan. Such a dork.
Look, I made my email in high school, and I stand by it. I'm not going to share it here, but I stand by it.
Stan.
It was silly.
I stan. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is what I've done so far, and I like it. Also, I know this isn't, like, true to Willow, but I have this cute headcanon where whenever she, like, gets flustered, embarrassed or something, like, little flowers grow from her hair. I think that's a cute idea. Don't know why I thought of that, but I was like, wouldn't that be cute?
I mean, it's always
It's
in one
too
picture.
cute.
It's
How
too
dare.
cute, how dare. Now the hardest part is drawing this section. I'm not looking forward to this. Because drawing people in motion is hard.
Mhm.
So what are you guys going to be doing? Are you guys drawing as well, or like...
Oh, I'm working on my mermaid picture.
Ooh, we got mermaid. Okay.
Because it's mermaid.
It is mermaid. I decided
forgetting.
not to draw a mermaid on mermaid.
What you have to do is do a Huntlow AU mermaid.
People already do that! People already did that! I was like sitting there and I'm like, on your mermaid!
Yeah, I am kind of drawing a mermaid.
I mean, I see no issue. I see no issue here. What was I gonna say? Da 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 da. I love how also on Twitter, like everyone was like confused about my recent pillows picture. I just got home from work, so relaxing, indulging in new vinyls updated. Nice. Also, hi Pine Tree. Hello, welcome. Welcome to me just trying to figure out how to do this next section, because it's gonna kill me. Oh wait, I needed a picture, hold on. Let me pull up a reference, because I actually had to go and look up how tall Willow was in this section. You saw it on Tumblr, you know, I'm glad. And everyone was, like, confused. They were like, I think my favorite was someone just responded with, you look so fed up. Or you're just so done. I'm like, yes. Yes, I was. Hello, Magic Sky Shark. Hello, hello. Alright, let me see. Is it here? Okay, I have this, like, reference image. What happened? Pine Tree, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But yeah, I have this reference of Willow and about how tall she is. So it looks like from the, like, floor here, she goes about to here. So this is about how tall she is.
How many centimeters is that?
You know, that's a good question. I didn't think that far ahead. But I'm also gonna, like, adjust it. Because, let's be real here, we're not gonna be perfect at all. Okay, so... I'm just gonna draw a guideline. Let's see, where's the button? Shift, straight. This is my silly guideline to help me not be too off when it comes to her height. And by using pixel measurements, we will figure out Willow's height. I know, right? We will figure it out ourselves, chat. Slowly but surely.
One day, we'll know the mystery.
We will know the mystery. For using the... Yeah, the spinning animation. Yeah, it's gonna shift, it just needs it for the main thing. But you're saying, Taro? Sorry.
Oh, is it confirmed that Willow is taller or shorter than Hunter?
I think she's shorter than Hunter. And it was shown also when they, like, I think when they stand together in the epilogue, too. I think she's shorter still. Hunter's just a lanky boy. I said cheese? Did I say Charlie? I'm tired. The math be mathing. It do be mathing. Math's hard. That's why I don't do math. I'm an animator. I also apparently can't say words either. So if I said Charlie instead of cheese, I'm so sorry.
That's like a clickbaity title right there. I can't say word.
What are words? Words are hard. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is just kinda... We're gonna wing it. I'm just gonna have her start here. Also, let me know, chat, if the music's too loud, too soft, what is going on. Okay. And then I want her to be, like, on the bed, which is already going to be a struggle.
So what kind of inspired your idea here?
Like the animatic or just
yeah.
like...
Yeah.
So the song that I'm basing this off of is a song called Absolutely Smitten. It's a song by Dodie Clark. And I had heard it a few times, but one day I was listening to it and I was like, wait a minute, this would work really well as an animatic. And I had thought about doing an animatic for it for a while, but never did. And then I was just chilling and I had seen a bunch of animatics recently. I saw a really cool one with Beetlejuice, like the Beetlejuice musical. And then I saw another one for, later on I kept seeing like Owl House ones and I was like, you know what? Those are really cool. And then I stopped and was like, wait a minute, I could do that! So that's why I decided to do it, because I was like, wait a minute, I can animate. Why not? So that's kind of where this came up, because I was like, I need to practice more. I feel like I need to get better with my animation and just art in general. But yeah, that's kind of where this came up.
Yeah. It's not like you're an animator for a living.
I know, it's not like I don't already do this, but I don't get to do complicated stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have to do way more storyboard style, like I get to kind of animate a little bit more here. And it's not like for work, it's like way more fun. And I get to kind of be silly and take my time with it, which means I get to add way more stuff to it. I cannot get this laying down pose at all. I love to. Yeah, I like her music too. She has some good music. Oh, that's right, Toast. Did you want me to look at the animations you were working on?
Oh yeah, sure. Do you want me to post it in the general?
No, I can. You sent them to me, right?
Yeah, I sent to your DMs.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
kind of
that looks
animation?
sick.
It took me so goddamn long.
What program are you using?
Photoshop, like with everything. Photoshop.
No wonder it took forever.
I tried using other programs, but my blood started boiling when I realized that Clip Studio Paint, unless you have EX, only does 24 frames, and
It
Krita
does,
was
yes.
just making me angry in general. Because they have an auto frame feature that doesn't delete the last frame for whatever reason. And I'm just like, who wants that?
Wait, for Clip?
No, for Krita. There's another.
Krita? Wow.
Yeah, because I actually have Krita on a friend's recommendation. Because actually, I heard it was like really good, but like just the fact that the whatchamacallit, the auto frame feature, which make sure I don't have to keep pressing new frame every time I want a new frame. It doesn't delete the last frame, so it's not like a fresh frame and then you draw on it and then it goes on and so forth, like what Photoshop does. Yeah, it literally rose my blood pressure because I was like, why? Who wanted it to not do that? I don't know. Maybe I'm not an animator, so maybe there's just someone out there that just like that's exactly what I want.
And you're sure it's not like onion skinning?
It's not onion skinning because I know which one onion skin. And the onion skin on that was actually good because unlike Photoshop, which is just not for that whole thing, whatchamacallit, Krita actually does like green for previous frames and then red for the next frames, which Photoshop does not do. So I have to do like some really weird tricky wiki stuff in order to figure out which onion skin works. Or I just turn off onion skin for either future or past. It's the only way I can work with Photoshop.
Yeah, Photoshop, I've done animation in Photoshop, and it is a trip, and also, Bard, why? Got turned to my first model. I'm short now!
I got my degree with Photoshop animation, so...
I did too, but like, oh my god, did it hurt me. When I found out I could use Animate, I was like, nah, bro, I'm sticking here. I know Adobe has issues. I understand. Am I still angry? Yes, I agree with everyone. It should not be licensed, honestly. And for especially if they keep breaking the program all the time. But, however, I do enjoy a lot of the features of Animate, and I do want to try Toon Boom though. I do want to try it.
Give it a try sometime. I think it'll be more to your taste.
I've heard like hit or miss stuff, so that's why I'm like not sure. At least for what I do. Like I think I heard and from people who actually use it, it's really good for puppeting. But like, and it's really good for frame by frame, but like for my workflow, I really love using like pretty much Flash or Animate's version of symbols, because it allows you to animate stuff without having to like worry about, like having to do frame by frame and then try to move that frame by frame around the screen. Because you can kind of cheat animation a little bit with it. But you can't really do that in Toon Boom, which is very interesting. Toon Boom's amazing. I use it. I mean, yeah, I do not think it is bad. I do want to try it to see. Which version of Toon Boom, though? I don't remember which version Den said she had. I have to ask her. But I do want to like try it. But with what money though? It's expensive.
But is this like a one and done thing, right? It's not a subscription.
So you can do a subscription, which is significantly cheaper than like Photoshop's. Or you can do a one and done, but the one and done's like, depending on the version, it's like $1,000 to $2,000. But you get to keep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anybody yoinking it from you.
So like, and like it's hard too because I do want to learn it because it's starting to become a new industry standard.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's gotten like to the point where you can use it in industry too. So I'm just like, I should learn it. I shouldn't be like a grumpy Gus and be like, no, I refuse. I have to like.
Yeah,
all
don't
these-
be like me. You refuse to use any other art program that's not Photoshop. It's not good. Help.
I mean, I started using Clip finally, so
Clip gang.
yeah, Clip Studio. So maybe I'll like it. I don't know. Also, I don't know if this reads as her falling on the bed.
I
'Cause, like-
think if you
Go ahead.
add like anticipation and I forget animation terms, the follow through, whatever. I think it should work as like at least one of the frames.
Yeah, it's just
mean,
the final frame of her already like flopped on the bed. Because I'm doing like, this is the start frame where she's standing, which I might shrink a little bit. Yeah, I'll shrink it a little bit. Because I want to do it where like she starts here, right? Does a little spin and then falls backwards onto the bed. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is it perfect? No, but I will get there. Hello, Snack! Hello, hello! Welcome to us talking about animation stuff.
Talking about animation with an animator, we would never.
I know. Ew, how dare.
Yeah, who even cares about animation?
I know. Me, the lame person that's like,
Animation
Never even-
is tiring though, man. I can't even. Just that
Not-
one thing.
Not the hands and villain pose. Please continue. Oh no. They canonically use internet slang like yeet and sus in a Lego show. I have not watched any Lego show. Have you guys?
I mean, does Ninjago count?
Yes, technically.
I only
Ninjago
watched-
does count.
I only watched like the 3 seasons of Ninjago.
3 that's a lot of seasons!
I mean, but I don't remember exactly what happened anymore because it's been so long.
Did you watch it when it first came out kind of thing, or?
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
It was just on.
You
Not
see,
like
what
one.
I know about Lego is one time me and my partner went into the mall and it had a Lego store. And my partner was like, you know, we can get this if you want to.
The classic,
And
if you want.
And I'm like, you get it if you want it, because I definitely don't.
I don't want it at all. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I'm actually about to go to Lego store on Friday with some coworkers, so we'll see how that goes. I've never been big into Legos, but I like to see what's there.
Peruse the offerings.
Peruse.
Because I used to watch like a bunch of engineering Lego, videos on YouTube where there's just one guy who would like really like manufacture a whole battery car out of freaking Legos, and I was just going, wow, I didn't know they could even do that. And he just goes like, and yes, if you use this much force on this, I'm like, am I learning physics from Legos?
I mean, some people did.
I mean, it's great. Like, it teaches you physics, teaches you construction. If only I remember the name of that channel. It was really cool. Someone made like a full functioning submarine with Legos. It's really cool.
That's insane.
I sometimes see those videos on my feed of like this guy doing quote unquote illegal Lego moves, where like he will put a bunch of Legos together and he'll make them like quote unquote flexible. He'll make a circle with it.
Oh. That's crazy. Wonder how you do that.
It's an illegal Lego move.
Illegal Lego move.
It's a legal Lego.
And just by hearing it, you all are complicit.
I ain't going back to jail. Not going back to Lego jail where they just put you in a Lego jail box and you're just like, God damn it. It'd be colorful though. I mean, at least it's not like gray. At least you'll have like a bunch of brick colors in your jail.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe one day you'll break out if you try to melt it. Yeah, you can melt the bars. That's perfect.
Look, you're gonna melt the bars.
I know I'm in that Legend of Zelda brain rot right now, because when you said I can't go back to jail, my immediate thought was like, it would be so easy to get out because you would just go through the ceiling. Like, no, that doesn't happen in real life.
Are you sure? Don't you want to test the theory?
I mean, I could try. I've got a ceiling up above me.
I just took the poster in my dorm room down, and that's a weird feeling. Oh, that's right, because you're done. Are you done, Teeny? Like, for the semester? Or is it like, you're done with school, you graduated? Oh, just for the semester,
remember.
okay.
I remember Colleg.
Cool leg.
I was just screaming on the way to work, I'm never going back to school! So that's kind of funny and how that was brought back up.
Oh, I'm back to normal.
It took a while.
When someone redeemed OG, it lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I made it high enough, so I'm like, you might as well. You might as well take it. Alright, let's see if this even looks good.
She wants to dance around the room.
Obviously, that is very rough.
She wants to dance around the room.
I feel like shows that have more than, like, 4 seasons scare me.
Oh, how come?
Because, like, unless the seasons are short and concise, I feel like they put... There's a possibility that they could have too much filler. And then, like, not get back to the main point.
Oh, you mean like Steven Universe?
Yeah. The first beginning seasons did not need to happen sometimes.
I mean, they were trying to establish things, but they were like, I would just never get over, because they had like a really terrible like scheduling, that time where like, what was it? I think it was like during the cluster episodes and stuff, and in the middle of that, like, let's have a baseball game while the world is being destroyed, and I'm just like, this is the worst pacing. The worst pacing. And it's like the funniest thing, because I'm just like, you could have just put the baseball episode before the revelation of the cluster, so it wouldn't break the narration, so I have no idea why they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, that was an easy fix for no reason.
Guess who's watching One Piece? I'm so sorry, Demi.
Someone's watching One Piece.
Temmy's like, guess who's watching One Piece?
You should have watched One Piece, because it takes out all the filler. No, that's actually a thing. There's a place called One Piece that literally cuts all the filler, so it's almost on par with the manga, so you don't actually have to go through all that really weird stuff that Toei Animation does, where it's just like, this fight was only like 3 chapters in the manga, but it's 5 hours in here. But
You guys like One Piece? I like bikinis.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. I wasn't sure where you were going with that, but I love where we ended. Oh, I love my friends. They're great.
Toast, you're not laughing.
ha!
I need a.
That was my laugh, man. It's the best laugh. We don't
Natural.
natural. you know, natural 100% organic laughter.
Non-GMO.
Grass-fed.
Grass-fed laughter.
Oh no. Alright, let's see how this looks.
She wants to dance around the room.
Okay, that needs to be sped up. But that's okay. I figured timing was going to be all over the place. This animatic anyway, so...
Remember, it has to be perfect.
I know.
No room for error whatsoever.
None allowed.
Only perfection in this house.
You're on episode 73. How many episodes of One Piece are there?
You said 73 like that was a thing, and I'm just like, man, you're barely 1/7, 1/6 through the goddamn series.
1080-ish?
Exactly.
Why?
Because he has a long story to tell.
Did he ever finish the manga? Lilith!
They're like near the last arc. Eventually the One Piece will be real.
Lilith! Thank you for the raid! The bunny raid is here! Hello, hello!
Ooh,
Hi!
bunny raid.
I
You should put out
know!
your bunny ears.
I know! Someone needs to redeem them so I can match with Lilith. Hello, Your Highness. How are you doing today? Hope you are well. What did you got? Did you have? Hope you're having a good night. There we go. Hi, Jacob. Speaking of, Jacob redeems it. There we go. See, now I match. Hope I'm having a great night. I'm doing good. We're doing an animatic, and I'm crying because I'm doing a complicated scene. Oh, you played this? What game did you guys play? What spooky game did you guys play? But also, hello Raiders, my name is Kunryu. I am a pastry artist VTuber, and today I'm doing an animatic, and I have my two friends here, my friend Tos and my friend Taro. Or Taro. I keep wanting to call you Taro, like the...
I mean, I like both. I like both.
She's delicious.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Stop resisting. Don't be scared. Just let it happen.
Paranormal Sight, The Seven Mysteries of Hanjo. I don't think... Have you guys heard of that game?
Nope.
No.
Is it like a what is it, RPG Maker game, or is it like it's a visual novel? Okay. Ooh, fun. Hi, friends of Kunryu. I love Kunryu. I love you too, Lilith. Lilith, we need to play games. We need to play games sometimes. Let me know when you're free. I owe you Overcooked. But yeah, for the people that just showed up, I can play the animatic if you want, but let me get to the beginning. Mario Kart. Ooh. Hey, Tos and Tara, you want to play Mario Kart at some point?
Oh god. You see, I was the poor
Literally,
kid with Diddy Kong Racing instead of Mario Kart.
I literally just got the game.
Hey, Mario Kart stream soon! Let's go! Let's go! We'll do Mario Kart. Not Lilith going, hey! Oh my god, imagine us all streaming doing some Mario Kart. But here, let me play the animatic for all the new people here. Give me 2 seconds, I gotta pause the stream music, cause it...
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell.
Yeah, I want it to be a music video.
Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly.
That's all I've gotten so far. Actually, that whole little sequence with her like spinning around wasn't actually too terrible. But yeah, I am in Owl House fandom hell. And so I have to animate it. That is the job. That is my life. Diddy Kong Racing is better than Mario Kart.
Oh wow, thanks.
Huh?
No, because that's what I was saying. I said I grew up on Diddy Kong Racing rather than Mario Kart, so I to this day never played Mario Kart. I've only played that, and he agreed. So
I'm just gonna like make you come over and play Mario Kart with me.
Heck yeah.
Mario Kart party!
Yeah. Heck yeah.
One of us. Also, New Sky. I hope I said that right. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. But yeah, so instead of me just being a normal person and drawing fan art for a show I like, I decide I want to animate it. I'm insane.
I actually had a question about the animation you're
Yes.
planning here. Are you planning on having like a big moment of like anticipation before she falls on the bed?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, it would be so nice if you had that.
Yeah, I mean, I am doing this. I'm also doing, like, I don't know if you see this red line here. So, like, I don't have to animate every frame, thankfully. But, like, yeah, I want to add something. It's just I'm trying to get the base, like, the keyframes in, and then go from there. Because if I try to do all of it at once, like, frame by frame, what is that animation? Straight ahead. If I try to do straight ahead, I think I'm gonna go insane.
Keyframes.
So I'm like, this is keyframe staging, and I'm insane. So
I believe in you. Don't worry, you can do it.
This is why I gave up on animation.
I'm the insane one in our friend group. It's fine. We love insane. Yeah, we do. I am insane. So.
Insane in the membrane.
Because I want to see, like, I did this line here because I kind of want to do, like, a little spin. And then when she goes out of the spin, that's when she, like, flops down onto the bed. You know what I mean? And so, but I purposely left these bigger so that I can cut into them and give them the extra, like, frames it needs. It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. I'm so glad people love
Okay,
this.
Taylor.
It's me! I'm problem. I'm so glad people like that emote now. But yeah, chat, guess what I finally unlocked? I finally unlocked the ability to have follower emotes. Which means, guess what? More emotes coming!
I hope you feel emotional.
Heck yeah. I want to do one, I feel so bad. I want to do one where it's just me holding a tiny sign that says ads. so that if anyone shows up and they don't have, like, they aren't subbed or anything, they can, like, spam an emote at me to be like, ads, don't say anything important!
Do ads always happen at the same time for people?
No, it depends. Actually, yeah, it depends. Because if you're just tuning into the stream, you get, like, there's, like, a set of ads that plays just in general, because it's, like, part of, like, terms. And then there's, like, mid-roll ads, because I have to, like, it's part of some of the TOS. Because if you don't do mid-roll ads, you have to do, like, you have to schedule ads yourself. So, like, yeah, I have to figure that out. A sleep emote? Would you guys want us? What kind of emotes would you guys want, chat? What kind of emotes would you guys be interested in? Lilith, why are you balking me? Why did you spam the balk emote? A lurk emote? I could do that. Because some people like to use lurk as also like a hello. Have you guys seen those emotes? Tos and Taro?
No.
It's like someone peeking around like a corner.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
makes
use
sense.
that.
And I'm a lurker, so I know I had an idea.
Yeah, like that kind of. Like they're like
There it
lurking
is.
behind a corner, but it's
There
me.
it is.
She's like, hello. I want to do
You should
one
do
where
it-
I'm holding a giant heart, though.
You should do the lurk with your bunny ears. That'd be really cute.
I want an
you can do
emote
a
of you
bunny-
wearing a crown, but that I don't have a crown. You have a crown. You're the Empress of the Underrealm. This was established in your lore video. I need to draw Lilith with a crown. That's next goal. So what I'm hearing, Lilith, is you want the crown. I'm gonna make you a little thing, a little chibi, with you with your crown next time. Alright.
Shiba.
Oh, chibis are fun. Except... every bunny deserves her crown. So, I mean, I'm only bunny sometimes, though.
When you're a bunny, you have a crown.
When I am a bunny, I have a crown. Okay.
You
Bunny
know,
princess.
It's a good way to make sure the crown doesn't fall because you have your bunny ears to holster it up. Perfect.
Like, you could totally be bunny royalty.
Am I bunny royalty, though?
Like, you could be that, like, princess who is like, I don't want to be part of the royal family anymore. I'm gonna go off and start a business. I'm gonna be a baker.
I thought you were gonna say real estate firm because I like to just think about that. Like, what are you
I'm a
doing
real
now?
estate
Real
agent.
estate. I'm real
Free
estate.
real estate, Dad! Not the Queen Bunry, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm trying to figure out how, like, a spin would look. That's why Project... I know, Snack, I'm so sorry. We need to play that again. I need to play Project Zomboid with you again. Okay, so it would be this leg. No, Tammy, no!
I'm designing this weird character. Okay, cool.
Bonk your skin. I know, I just feel bad. I want to play. I do want to play Project Zomboid. I just been busy.
She's got important things, like making more Huntlow fan art.
I only been doing that on stream. I've been good. I've been good.
She wants to dance around the room.
Chat just ascended. Oh no. Why did chat ascend? Why is my chat? Don't ascend, chat. You have to stay here.
Now it's time to move on into the great beyond. Be free. There you go.
Did you send chat to the farm?
I did not. They're trying to send themselves. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe it's their time.
No,
to
it's
go
not.
into the farm.
You're not allowed. Chat, no.
You see, if you really love someone, you gotta let them go.
Dance around the room.
And then when a test is over, they come right back. It's fine. That's how I revive all my loved ones. I'll be like, I let you go. Now you're back. What the hell?
Insert MOAs. No. Do you know what Scratch is? I do not. What do you mean by Scratch?
Like chicken scratch? Oh.
She wants to dance around the room.
Okay, I need to probably... The coding software with the cat? There's a coding software named called Scratch?
Don't ask me. Oh no, wait, there actually is a coding. I remember. I actually have a coworker.
Alright, hold on, give me a second.
She wants to dance around the room.
That's not my job.
I need to add a frame. Okay.
You would cough cough, never do it.
Don't make me do it. Alright.
You just reminded me of someone on there? Do I? What? I'm so confused. You have to elaborate, Pine. You have to elaborate with me. Why do you guys want me to be a bunny today?
I mean, the world loves bunny girls. I should put on 5%.
Tag, no! I'm getting bogged by Tag! They really like Hunter x Willow. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm not also.
Targeted.
I know I'm being targeted. Other than Tag. Tag's targeting me.
Tag targets everybody.
Thank you for the hydrate. Not Temmie saying, "Hail Queen Kunryu, me brothers." Help.
You are far from land. No help is coming.
Ending 16 of
Back to Zelda.
Yeah, you took me away from Zelda.
I mean, you could be playing it now if you wanted to.
I mean, I totally could.
I'm not keeping you from Zelda.
It is portable device.
Yeah, you could totally be playing it right now. I'm just here, and I asked if you would like to be on stream with me and keep me company.
I love how they did Pura for the game.
What?
And you have no idea what I'm saying, so I will send you
Please send me
a
images
picture.
and let me understand. I am big dumb.
Woman pretty.
I'm ready. I might have seen fan art of this character already. If I think I
Probably.
wonder if I am thinking of the same character.
Most likely.
Yep. I've seen. I gotta send you fan art later of an artist I like. They drew them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you would be like, ooh, pretty. I had no clue who she was, but I liked the artist. So I was like, oh, she looks pretty.
She's just so much. She's just pretty. Also, I also saw a femme version of Ganondorf. Yeah.
You're just like, that did it for me, I'm done. Help, help, help.
Help, help.
Kelp.
Oh, that's the other emote I need to make, help!
I'm surprised that already didn't exist.
I just
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have time.
That's your thing.
That is. But I want to make an animated one where it goes help and then play.
Play.
Because that's what help looks like backwards. Alright, now I'm determined. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I gotta find this picture for my friend, because she's going to go pretty, and I want to show her. Because they posted it like... Yeah, I found it. I was like, they posted it really recently. And you're just gonna go pretty. This is why I knew the design.
Oh, yeah. Pretty design.
Man, I can't play Zelda. It's so expensive. Instead, I have Copium with my Breath of the... Oh, no! I'm sorry.
Oh.
Breath of the Wild is still good. It's still good. Skyward Sword is also good.
I have many friends that are very, pro Legend of Zelda fans, so... I feel like I want to play a Legend of Zelda game, but I don't know where to start.
Obviously you start at my place. I just give you a device and you start playing.
Oh no.
I'm forcing one person to play Twilight Princess. I can force 2 people.
Okay, so how does...
I've seen the Suavemente animation. I think my favorite though is the Dale, Zelda, Dale.
Sorry, I'm fixing this animation because I'm like, I think maybe this needs to be switched.
Twilight Princess is my first Zelda game, and it's one of my favorites. I like the Link in that one. He's got nice eyeliner.
I mean, I'm about to say it's because he's the hottest.
It's the eyeliner.
He is. Like, I like the Breath of the Wild Link. He's goofy, but like, he don't do it for me.
But give him eyeliner and all of a sudden, he's 10 out of 10.
All of a sudden.
He wants to dance around the room.
Yep. For us Evo girlies.
Nah, TP Link is for... Yeah!
He's just a pretty man.
Pretty boy.
Lilith understands. I
Oh,
haven't
my coworker.
I haven't
You
played
continue.
it and I haven't played it and I understand.
This is, I guess, minor spoilers, but there's like a time difference between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and they pretty much took all of the characters that were shorter than Link in Breath of the Wild, and now they've aged and they're taller than him, so he's just the shortest little guy in the game.
Aww. Short King.
He's a short king.
Let's go.
She wants to dance around the room.
Oh, this is a cute little spin animation. What do you guys think?
Cool.
She wants to dance around
And then obviously she like spins and then does one little like step and then she flops onto the bed. That's the thing. I still have to finish Ocarina, but this one level is just kicking my butt. Yeah, that's how I'm scared I'm gonna be. Okay, chat knows this. Chat knows this. I'm not a gamer.
You're a phony.
I play games, but I am not a gamer.
Fake fan.
I know, right?
I have yet to finish Ocarina of Time because I got to Hyrule Castle and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
You're just like, nah, fam. I read a lot of the Zelda manga. There's also a manga.
I'm upset because I've been trying to read the Twilight Princess manga and it's completed, but every single source that I find only has it translated to chapter 28.
Time to learn some Japanese. Or get one of our friends to do it. I think someone knows Japanese.
Someone better know Japanese.
You can ask one. I know one friend who might be able to do it, actually.
Heck yeah.
Or beg for the machine to. I heard that some people use Chat GPT to actually translate stuff for them.
I bet it doesn't work that well. I bet it's like Google Translate, but like weird.
Alright, let me see if this frame works. Also, Chad, I'm so sorry if you have to listen to the same do-do-do-do over and over again.
She wants to dance around the room. Kiss.
Because that's the life of an animator. I have to hear the same thing over and over again.
I can only imagine the pain.
It, like, doesn't bother me. It's just more of, like, I pray that I get the right thing. Dark Vault, hello! Welcome, welcome. You saw the Tumblr? Yeah, I posted on Tumblr because I was like, let me see if I can post the stream link on Tumblr as well.
I didn't know that even Tumblr was streaming these days.
You can make like text posts to link it.
Oh, okay, that.
Yeah. Or you can like literally just post a link to it and it goes straight to it. I don't know. I just wanted to try. I've been using Tumblr recently a lot because it's like a lot of like
People are coming back.
a lot of people are going back to it and like Tumblr is insane when it comes to fan art. Like I literally just checked now, okay? I had like 30 notes just now and I had from not opening Tumblr. All just people wanting to like certain posts just because Owl House is still big. So it's like, hey, if you know what you're doing, you know, you can get on Tumblr and stuff like that. Also, like, I like their tagging system on Tumblr more. You can like just, yeah, you can just search up the tag you want and you get stuff you want, you know? Versus like Twitter and stuff, I'll scroll and there's just like people just are angry.
I'm always angry. Especially on Twitter.
You angry? What you angry about?
That's my secret. I'm always angry.
Never unangry. I'm always angry about food when I'm leaving the food. I'm not even hungry. I'm angry about it. Angry about the fact that I'm not hungry. Let's see.
You angry that you're not hungry?
Yeah, and I'm angry that I'm not Hungarian. I'm angry that I'm not Hungarian. You know? Like, why am I not Hungarian?
Being Hungarian's cool.
Exactly.
Oh, you just posted your new mermaid. Let's go. Let's go, Darkvault. Let's go.
I don't know when to call this done, but I'm working on a mermaid right now.
Is it the one from before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I mean, did the process help you at all? 'Cause-
It at least got me drawing again, because I was in a funk.
What the funk, man?
Play that funky music.
Thanks for that funky music.
I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how to do this.
I'm just gonna change the lines. I think I can.
Rage is the advocacy of Angie. Is the advanced Angie. Oh no. Just remember I forgot the deadline for writing competition during oh no!
Aw. That sucks. So I'm like designing this character that I've never designed before.
Were you designing a character?
It's not even a character that I don't know if I'm gonna give him anything. I'm just trying to not draw the same characters because I've been working on like a comic and story, so I've been drawing the same characters a lot. So now I'm just like, hey, let me just not do something from that. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, I'm just drawing some kind of character. I don't know what their deal is. I'll probably post it in a second. There's like nothing, let's see, nothing necessarily cool about it
Yet.
yet. It has potential. It has potential to be cool. Maybe I should change the color of things.
Oh, I know what this needs. Thank you for the head pats! And the hydrate. I'm sorry if I'm like quiet. I'm like
Focusing.
a little bit, yeah, focusing just a little bit.
Just a little. Just a little.
Alright, let's see how this
Just a
looks. Let's see
wee
how
bit.
this looks.
She wants to dance around the room. Kiss you
Oh wait, that
until
actually looks good! Wait a minute!
She wants to dance around the room. Kiss you until
That actually looked good! I think I do want to make her a little bit bigger on the bed, but other than that...
That's what they said. I don't even know who said that.
It's a good question.
That is what she said.
It is lit. Yeah, totally.
That is what she said. Yeah.
she wants to dance around the room. Kiss you until her lips.
I'm actually quite happy with that. Wait, that's a rare feeling.
I'm proud.
I'm happy with art! OMG!
I'm proud of you, my son.
Thanks, Dad.
You're not welcome.
I'm not proud of you.
Perfect. I expected it!
Yin and yang.
You are the dark loaf.
Hello.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips.
I think what I'm gonna do is this. I think I'm gonna have to do like the stereotypical like. No, that looks weird. I was gonna do it, decided not to. Let's see how that.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her.
Alright. Alright, let's see if that works.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until.
Yeah! That works! Oh my gosh! Alright, I'm gonna hide that and see what that looks like.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips.
I do want to add some frames here, I think. But other than that, I think we're getting there.
She wants to dance around.
Animation is happening
It is, I'm very excited.
here in the animation corner.
Animation station.
Yes, the animation station across the nation.
Seeing this makes me happily hunt loads of I know, and it made me animate more.
She wants to dance around the room.
This is where I'm gonna say now, don't be me. I'm over animating the amount of frames here.
Oh, I thought I was gonna do like a don't try this at home kind of thing.
No, so like, okay, I've talked about this before, but I think personally, whenever people post animatics, it's really important to indicate to people that animatics that you see like on YouTube are not what the industry wants you to actually do, okay? And I think, because I had people in my college days show me like animatics that people would put on YouTube, and we're like, this is how it should be, and I'd look at it and I'm like, that is way too detailed. Like, they added way too many frames, the frames were way too nicely drawn. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because at the same time, you have to be ready to change it, and the more effort you put into it, the more you find it precious. And then the director is just like, I need to change frame number 34. Instead of changing one thing, you gotta change the entire thing.
Yeah. So like the reason it's still technically called an animatic is because it's not fully animated. A lot of people will still use animatic because it is still technically like you don't animate every single thing. Yeah, most people would tend to call this roughs, but like a lot of people online will call it an animatic. And like I'm guilty. I'm calling this an animatic versus a rough. But like, yeah, I always preference that because like real storyboard and real animatics do not look like this. And I feel like I have to preference that because oh my gosh, I've seen people like,
Unless you're Satoshi Kon, that guy did not give an F.
like I can send you guys like Tosin, Taro, I can send you this 2 animatics I was looking at. They're called animatics and I'm just sitting there looking at it like these are not animatics. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, oof. I do crunchy roughs and crunchier clean. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this is gonna go. I hope this goes well. And I hope that, I think the main person I'm trying to convince is myself that I will like the ideas that I do.
Maybe I should just go for that.
She wants to dance around the room.
But it'd be cool if the tip of his fingers were burnt, though.
She wants to
It'd
dance
be funny
around
if
the
you
room.
inflicted pain on your precious character.
No, I mean, it'd be a cool design choice. Like, I'm just doing a very cheesy thing where this character is obviously a fire pyromancer and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh yeah, what if it's like the tips of his fingers were burnt because of all that stuff?
Okay.
She wants to dance around
I was just teasing.
kiss you until
Explaining things that don't need to be explained. Oh, wow.
Oh, the lime boiling. That's like those artists who call their art doodles and it's the Mona Lisa. I'm not allowed to say anything because I've done that before.
Just a doodle.
It's just a doodle.
And then it's just a Sistine Chapel, and I'm just like,
I feel like I can say that and we can all say that, but it's just like, I'm very guilty of this. Artists are wizards and enigmas to other wizards in a different field. You're not wrong.
yeah. I mean, that's true to life in general.
she wants to dance around the room. Kiss you until her lips turn blue.
I'm just happy that it actually looks kind of what I had in my head.
Oh, nothing greater than that joy.
Cause like that's all I wanted. I was like, I just want it to look like how I saw it in my head. And I feel like this is very close.
She wants to dance around the room. Kiss you until her lips turn blue.
And that's when I'm just like, I'm here to compromise. So sometimes, I just stay flexible, and eventually the idea ends up better than what I thought in my mind sometimes.
But I love all your character designs. Hold on, I need to. Can I show off that animation? I never showed it off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, chat.
I'm
This
not an
is my
animator.
friend's animation.
I'm not an animator, by the way, so my first animation.
Also, she did this in Photoshop. My friend also did this in Photoshop. I'm just gloating you up because I think your art is cool. Darkbolt goes to my condolences. No, you did a really good job. You managed to get the anticipation, especially with is it blood or is it like what kind of liquid is coming out of there?
That's totally blood.
Okay. Yeah. You did a really good job. Also, I love how it slowly like goes down the face. Like it's like looks really good. Also, you decided to do a very different smear idea than what I do, but it's really cool.
My first sound was like, there's no way this will work. There's no way this will work. And then it started working.
Don't you love that with animation?
Oh yeah, that's exhilarating.
You just mess around.
Exactly. But it's been freaking killing me. Like that thing took me like 3 hours to do, just on my chair, not eating or sleeping. I'm just like, I gotta do this.
It's gonna fight you. Go eat.
I mean, it's already past my fasting time. So, I mean, not my fast. No, but I'm actually in fasting right now. So I actually can't eat until tomorrow. I've been losing a lot of weight though from all my fasting. So I'm gonna keep it up for the rest of my life.
Adobe programs allow you to do the work, but you'll have to fight it and make something good in spite of the tools. I say as I'm using Adobe Animate.
I mean, it's true.
I've kind of learned how to use it though, because I have to do it for a job.
I mean, yeah, you learn as you go, and I'm proud of you.
As we were talking about me wanting to do Toon Boom.
Hey, I mean, that's what I'm saying, because I'm sure that your folks won't mind if you did Kunryu, right? Isn't it, like, translate pretty well? Because they're, you know, Animate's an industry standard, so every other program tends to try to have an easily exportable, you know, thing for you.
Yeah, I mean, it really, I think it depends. I'm gonna also turn you guys up just a little bit. Yeah, no, most programs, if you learn one, you can usually learn the other. The issue isn't that, it's just, like, where everything is and how they decide to do certain things.
That is, like, literally my biggest blocker. Like, it's the reason why I still don't use Clip Studio. And also just the fact that it's, like, everything has to be based off of, like, a template. And I'm like, I like making my brushes from scratch. Can I please? They're like, no.
Yes, you can post stories in artwork.
Yeah.
Save your work, I know, right? And with Adobe Animate or Flash, save multiple versions! Or else you'll cry.
Nah, delete your art.
No! I worked so hard on this. Also, I still love this frame because I drew Clover like exactly how the show does it, and I'm surprised I did that. It actually looks like Clover and it surprises me.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you into
Okay, now the hard part, adding, you're possessed by a show artist. I wish! Give me your skills, give me your talent, I wish I had the ability they do. The ultimate opportunistic. Welcome. I likely just be, hi, new viewer looking for something to watch. I likely just be lurking since a lot of people in this category aren't into the stuff I am. Nonetheless, I hope the stream's, thank you. Stream's been going great. We're just kind of doing some good old animation. Well, animatic, animate, both, whatever. And I'm trying to get, I'm doing the hard part, which is me trying to do the hands next, or the arms, so wish me luck. One day I have to transfer all my art stuff to a hard drive because yeah, that's the smartest thing to do. Get that big old external hard drive to save it all.
Good investment.
Worth it.
Get a nice solid state drive.
I have external hard drive that's like 5 terabytes.
They're nice nowadays.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, and I schedule mine like at least every month or two, just to back everything up, because I think I got duplicati and it just does it when I just plug it in.
That's nice.
Keeps track of what I have and what I don't have, so it doesn't take too long every time.
Oh no.
Devi, I remember when that happened. I felt so bad.
Oh, what happened?
Oh no.
What is this meant to be? I saw it was related to alcohol. So I decided I wanted to animate kind of like a music video to a song I like, and it's very much a silly concept of Hunter asking Willow out to Grom. I wanted more interactions after this finale, but this is definitely like right after they defeat people in, because like Toast hasn't seen it, so I'm trying not to spoil. Big Bad is defeated, and before the epilogue, I wanted like a cute animation of them. So this is just me animating it. So right now we're currently at like Willow's place and stuff like that. So I can play it if you would like, but yeah, this is where we're going, and I'm just trying to animate this little section because it's a doozy. Hunter be like, be my co-op. Oh, he's gonna be an absolute dork, I know it.
She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell. Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly. She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. A handsome.
Wait, what happened here? Hello? Oh, it's because of this. I was like, wait, the flowers disappeared. It's because I had to hide that layer. I forgot that layer was actually, like, important there. Oh, well. I was like, why did the flowers disappear? And I was like, ah. Yes?
I just had a big realization about you and your partner.
Oh, what is it?
So, you like Hunt Low because you see you and your partner in it, right?
Yes.
And Hunter is a Bellow stan.
Oh no! I mean, he is the golden card. Dang it! Dang it! Ah, that's pain. That's pain. That's nice. I wish I could animate my own, but I have too many ideas and not time to actually use them. That's fair. Thank you for that. That is also the story of my life, but I'm forcing myself to do it. That's why I'm streaming it, because I'm forcing myself to put it down on paper and not just have it lit up in my head. You know what I mean? Like, I need to just sit down and do it! So, that's why I'm doing this, and I figured, hey, I'm already doing this. Why not stream it? So, that's why. I really like how this little section turned out. I kinda... I think maybe this section could be longer. Yep, that's how I feel.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until.
Okay, no, we're gonna adjust the timing. So this needs to be a little shorter, and this needs to be a little longer.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you.
I'm trying to figure out the timing.
She wants to dance around the room.
I think I just need one more frame here. Maybe? I want to make a comic about knights, but so many ideas, and I want to draw with a drawing tablet so my wrist doesn't cramp. That's fair. I will say, drawing tablets do still make your wrists cramp. Coming from experience. I don't know, does it make your guys' wrist cramp?
Yes. No, not my wrist. My back cramps, but not my wrist. Never.
Okay, if you're drawing with a mouse, that makes sense. That would hurt after a while. I remember the days of drawing with a mouse.
The
Times in my life.
Yeah, I started digital art in college, so I never had the bravery to do that. I'm gonna post my mermaid to the chat.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Let's see if Discord will take it.
I believe... I heard the badoop. I heard the badoop.
Badoop!
Alright. I'm gonna count that as a sketch and we'll go with it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Can I show it on stream or?
Yeah, you may.
Alright, I had to ask. I always ask before. Chat, look how cool of artists my friends are. Look how cool my friends are. That looks sick.
Thank you.
I love the detail.
I wanted fancy mermaid. That was the concept.
Fancy mermaid. I love the. Is it a trident she's holding? Or is it more like a scepter?
Trident. Ish. Prop.
Dangly object.
Dangly object. I just wanted her to be like full of like dangles and stones. It could totally be a wizard's staff.
A dream catcher.
You know what? You've inspired me. It is a wizard's staff.
Alright, DV, you won. Someone said a fork.
It's a dinglehopper.
A dinglehopper, perfect. Now she needs 2 sidekicks. Oh my gosh. No, I love it. You did a really good job. I also like the fact that she is vicious with them nails.
Yes.
Give her them claws. Oh my gosh, I zoomed in and it is immediately went to her hands and her boobs when I hit the zoom in.
Boobies.
Wow.
Hold on, can I? Okay, there we go.
Her eyes are up there.
I just clicked on the screen and it was like, hello! It was like, that's not what I clicked! No, Tammy!
May I have booba?
Look at the Tammy butt.
Please?
Please! Please! Oh my gosh.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Between the 3 of us, which one of us is a noir mystery, which one of us is a comedy isekai, and which one is a school life romance?
Do you even remember the choices?
I think Toast is
They're in
the
the chat.
noir mystery.
Yeah.
I'm torn which one of us is the school life romance and which one of us is a comedy isekai. Wait, but you like go to more like Renfest and fairy stuff. I think maybe you're the isekai because you could have the cool like fairy stuff.
True. That's a good point.
So I guess I'm the school life romance. Oh no.
So what you just did there is you called yourself sappy and you called me funny.
I think you are funny and cool. I mean, you're the one, I think you're the cooler one. You both are cooler than I am here.
Nah, you're pretty cool.
You're pretty cool. What's the temperature in your house?
Stop reminding me!
No joke.
Okay, chat, here's a fun fact.
Frigid.
So, where I live, we keep the AC really high because, the where I live has weird temperature, so like, to get the upper part of my place, my house, to be cold, we have to crank up the AC because the upper part of our house, for some reason, doesn't get cold very easily, right? But whenever my friends come over, I turn them into ice cubes because of how cold it is. Like, it's like extremely hot outside and they come over to my house and they have to bundle up with like jackets. And it doesn't help that we have D&D sessions and it's in the basement, which is super cold.
I swear, it started snowing from like the ceiling one time.
It wasn't that bad, I promise.
Actually, I have a really funny story that I'm remembering. There was one time I was going on a trip, and it was going to be like a pretty long plane ride. And just as we're starting to, the plane is getting ready to lift off, Like the air conditioning starts blasting really hard, and it legitimately started snowing from my like air conditioning thing at my seat.
Oh my gosh.
It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Just imagine, like, just you're sitting in a normal airplane and that happens.
Precipitation.
Oh, you know what I have to animate after this? Just realized I have to animate Clover.
Yep.
Because she's in the scene of previous- dang it! But I can cheat, right? I could just kind of make Clover sorta not there. Like, she kind of just flies around.
I mean, what do you just kind of like move it around. You don't need to redraw it.
Being cold is better than being hot because you could just add layers. I mean, that's fair. There's only so many layers, you can, like, take off when it's hot, but you can always add layers when it's cold.
A snowstorm and my plane seat, it's more likely than you think.
Not that, but you can.
It's the perfect name, though.
It was a perfect time.
The perfect time. Oh, God.
I think these ones I'm gonna have it where her arms are like this. Like she's clutching the phone. Well, I guess it's a scroll, not a phone, but still, close enough.
Ooh, my coworker just sent me pictures of bunnies.
Bunny! Bananas.
Bunny.
I'm concentrating on something.
I know, I'm literally about to animate it getting yeeted as she falls off this bed. Or, like, literally, like, as she's falling, like, it's in the hand and she just falls and lets it go.
POV, you're in an art class with your friends, but everyone's super concentrated on their work.
I mean, that's how life be.
It kinda is, yeah. Alright, let's see how that looks.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until
My last official art class was in 5th grade. Wow, really? POV, you're in an art class, but everyone is invested and there is no radio with pop music. I could turn off the radio. Hold on. I could turn off the radio. Do you want to...
Weird music.
It's the teacher's weird selection of heavy metal.
Oh, gee.
Wait, y'all can the heavy metal when y'all are.
Oh my god.
Noah! Why are you ready? Hello, Noah! Thank you for the raid! What the heck? How was Balloon Tower Defense 6? How was that? Hi, Shadow Lord. Hello, Raiders, hello, my name is Kunryu. I am a pastry artist VTuber. Welcome, welcome. Today we are animating a Owl House style animatic that I just had stuck in my head and I wanted to do animate. So, but hello, hello Stevie, thank you for the follow. Bone Laws, hello. Monkey Power, we conquered all the evil balloons. You did? Hi. Owl House equals epic show. Yes. Yes.
It's a great show.
I can't.
Fantastic.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Brain rot.
I am in brain rot. But I also have two wonderful guests with me. If you guys want to introduce yourselves again.
Hi, I am a crusty, overbaked loaf of bread. And I've got glowing yellow eyes. My name's Taro.
And who else do we have?
Just your intergalactic overlord here, just to have some pastries and draw some stuff. My name is Toast.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, so long as you don't anger me.
A cat loaf? Yes, it is a cat loaf.
Meow.
Can I have some munchies? Sure. What would you like? What kind of pastries would you like? Crusty bread and overlord, hello. Hi, Dawes. How are you today? How was wait. Did he do it? Did he actually make it through? I only caught like a second of his stream earlier. Cat loaf, nicely charred in headlights. I still love that is an actual picture.
I'm like Cat Bus if he went in the oven.
Oh my gosh. He finally beat the Christmas level. Okay, cool. He finally did it. My friend, that was my friend Noah who raided. I met him when I went to New York.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. He's really cool. He's another streamer friend of mine. And he's really, really nice. Wait, Taro, you talk about cats. He has 3. And a ferret. He is like the only other person other than you that has more than 1 cat that I know. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. I know one other person. But yes, I know so many people that have pets, and I could just like enjoy pets through my friends.
You get so many pets.
Yeah, I can
Or
pet
you
all the
give
pets.
so many pets. Pets!
Yeah. I was about to... Yes, I know Chili also has 2 cats. And like Den has a cat and a dog. I am the one friend that doesn't have any pets, but I can go and pet my friend's pets. And I will be the one that gives them all the treats and then leaves. No worries, Shadow Lord. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Enjoy your snacks. I know, Mocha and Flash. Those are Chili's cats. You gotta get a rabbit. Well, everyone wants me to get a rabbit, but like...
A lot of responsibility.
It is a lot of responsibility. I would love to, but it's hard. It does take a lot of, like, taking care of. Also, I used to have a pet bunny. Allergies stink.
Mm-hmm.
It would be shedding right now, and it hurt. I can see you being a bird person. I actually don't think I would get a bird. I like birds. I think they're adorable. I don't think my partner wants a bird.
Your partner only wants, like, a chihuahua.
No!
Just want a big dog.
They don't want just a chihuahua, okay?
Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Okay, context. I knew someone who actually didn't know how to say chihuahua, so when they looked at the word chihuahua, they looked at it and they were like, chihuahua?
Just a
Like,
hula.
but like they said it with such confidence, and we had to look at him like, what? They're like, yeah, the little small dog thing, the Chihuahua. So I actually did know someone who did not know how to say Chihuahua. They literally thought it was Chihuahua.
That like has the same vibes of LGBTQ.
What?
LGBTQ. I'm a part of the LGBTQ.
Oh no. Oh wait, I have another one. I have another good story. Is yeah, like if you read the spell, if you look at the spelling of Chihuahua, I can see it, but I've never heard someone say it before. The other one is my dad went to like, you know, Panera, right? And there was like an older person in front of them in line, and this is like when Panera's just started like opening up. Probably tells how old I am, but anyway, or at least there was the first time it had opened near where we were, and this older person just looked up at the sign, and there was a sign that said free Wi-Fi, right? And this poor, bless them, their poor old soul, but like they looked at the cashier like super serious and goes, yes, can I get one of those free Wi-Fi's, please?
Exactly.
And like, my dad was trying so hard not to laugh. And the poor customer the poor employee had to explain, oh no, that's Wi-Fi. That's the internet access.
Wee, can I get the Wi-Fi?
They thought, because it was like up, like a sign, right? That they had near the menu, because like they had just opened. And so they thought it was a menu item, and they saw the word free.
There's a fee to Wii?
I know, there is a fee. I don't care what you call it. Can I still get it? Nah, that's true right now.
I was like, wow, y'all remember that really weird campaign where it's just like P to get a Wii, where you had to like hold it in for a while and someone actually died or something off of that thing?
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was like an incident that actually happened or so. I mean, it could be internet nonsense, but I remember there used to be like this one where just like, yeah, don't like hold in your P to get a Wii. So pretty much, you know, it was a radio show, and then you pretty much, you know, stay on and stuff, and then so long as you hold that in or so, for whatever weird reason, you get a free Wii. Back when Wii was first coming out, and someone died because it did it for too long, and it was like a mother. I don't know. It was a very weird story. I don't even know if it was actually real. I just remember hearing that back in high school. But I thought that was ridiculous.
What?
I thought it was ridiculous too. I was like, what the hell?
Jack said he knows what you're talking about, so...
So, yep, I know it's not wrong, but I just knew that
That's
was
insane!
Yeah, it was like a mother of children who's doing it for their child too.
That's so sad!
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying!
Yep, welcome to the happy corner, home of the really bad stories.
Oh my
Home of the
god.
happy.
That's what
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna do it in the rhyme of the welcome to the Good Burger. May I take your order?
I haven't watched Good Burger in so long.
I watched it only once. Maybe we should have a movie night.
Dude,
Never seen it.
I watched it like a long time ago though, so I would be willing to rewatch it again.
Me too. It's been like, I remember when we used to have that box set TV. That's the last time I watched it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hold on. That's how old I am. Back during the times of that screaming modem whenever you have AOL on. Yeah, I'm just like,
Oh gosh.
I'm connecting to the internet. And then the international call comes in. I'm just like, gosh dang it, I've been trying to download Roller Coaster Tycoon for the past 3 days.
Not the roller coaster.
That thing took me 3 days.
3 days to download?
Yes, because it was back then, in the days of AOL, you whippersnapper.
You know, fair. You finally finished your friend's art? Yay! That's awesome, King! That's awesome! Alright, I'm gonna play this again and see if this looks good or if I hate it.
She wants to dance around the room. until
I like it. Yay.
I'm glad you like it.
Now time to go and draw, like, her bun and, like, her facial features, like, for all these frames.
So you're just gonna use your face as reference, right?
No! I'm not Willow, I swear!
I'm just
If
saying.
there's a willow, there's a way.
I mean, aren't you about to get the glasses soon too?
No!
The cosplay is really going on.
No, no!
Okay. I said nothing.
I don't want them to think I'm
I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I wasn't saving. Back in my day, we waited 3 weeks for a 12-second torrent of the Mega Man Battle Network anime and have it fail because nobody seeded the rest.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds like pain.
I mean, everything was pain back then, but it taught you so much patience. Back when I have to wait 3 minutes for a freaking Cartoon Network Flash game to actually work. Back when those macro media
Yeah.
Flash, and I was like, yeah. Wait to play Zap 2 at that Billy and Mandy game. Better wait a good 10 minutes like a good kid.
Remember when we would watch anime in like 12 parts on YouTube at 280p?
Yes!
Yes, I do. I think I watched like so many Naruto episodes that way. Oh my god. The worst thing I remember is LimeWire. I'm glad nobody has to
Yeah, I remember LimeWire!
ruin my innocence.
I was scared to use it.
Yeah, good. Good. I'm proud of you. You did a good thing. Nobody should use LimeWire.
I mainly did it for music, though.
I did it for like games. Remember that weird Pokemon hack game I told you about, where instead of actual Pokemon, you gotta call them on cell phones in the middle of battle.
Yeah!
Or sometimes I could never get over that one battle
Knock, knock.
where I was getting jumped on by 3
Knock,
different
knock.
monsters, and then all I had
Knock,
was
knock.
was my partner, and I had to
Bazooka.
call on the phone these 2 people that I know that are strong. And at one point, one of the Pokemon, 4 rounds into the match, I'm getting creamed, and he just like, I'm sorry, I got into traffic. And I'm like, what traffic? You are a flying Pokemon. What's wrong with you?
I remember this. We should find this game. Okay.
No, I mean, like, I still have it forever. I just
Oh,
forgot
we
what-
need to play it then. We should play it. Also,
yeah?
Hajime, thank you. Hajime Isayama, thank you for the follow. And hi, Blackout, thanks for the 110 bits. Oh, I'm getting bonked!
I mean, oh no, you're getting bombed.
Oh no!
Can you see the friends I have, chat? You see the friends?
We're very
I
supportive.
encourage violence.
And you can support a friend too for $5.99 a month. If you pay me, I'll be your
The
friend.
resolution isn't bad, you just have no taste. Me, probably, back then. I watched TMNT 03 on YouTube like that. Not someone said they said Inuyasha!
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. I watched, what was it, the anime? Mermaid Melody? I watched
Oh, yeah.
that. Ah! Getting bonked. I like
I
your
used to
friends now! With
Hell yeah.
frauds like these, who needs an enemies?
Anemones.
I am an anime.
Yeah, like, I watched Mermaid Melody. What else did I watch?
What was that one show I also watched? Was it like the witches, but they were all like into melodies? It's like the most cutest thing. in the world.
Doremi?
Yeah, Doremi.
Ah,
Like,
yeah,
so
I used to watch
cute.
that too. Oji Magicaru Doremi or something like that.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah,
that was good. I want to rewatch that.
I know, it's so good. And as much as people hate 4Kids dubs, I do like the opening to it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
still-
Oja Majo Doremi. And it was like one of the first time we got a magical girl anime where they're like little witches.
Yeah.
How old were you when you watched that?
I actually don't remember.
Was it young?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
young though.
My first encounter with anime was in middle school. I had asked, in retrospect, people who didn't like me Uh,
Oh
where they were watching Naruto because I wanted to watch a Naruto like them, and they said like, "Oh, Crunchyroll or no, Funimation." Fun fact: Funimation does not
no!
have
They did not have
Naruto.
Naruto. So what did you watch?
I watched I was sick one day and I just put on Funimation and it was like, I'm gonna watch until I find Naruto. And so I watched like 5 hours of Moon Phase.
Oh my gosh!
I never.
And then
watched
I liked Moon Phase.
And then like 3 hours of Tsubasa. So that's how I got into
Reservoir
anime.
Chronicles! Ah!
Dude, I miss the old Funimation channel. Like that's how I found like really weird, obscure stuff sometimes. Like freaking ping pong the animation before people realized that it existed. Like, it
Yeah.
was a good time. I don't know if they still do free anime on their YouTube channel.
Well, aren't they technically under Crunchyroll now?
Yeah, they are.
So I don't know what their policies are now. The One Piece rap is good.
Honestly, I mean, it grows on you.
It does, yeah.
It grows on you like a cancer.
Angelic Layer and Tokyo Mew Mew.
Oh gosh.
And also Pretty Cure. The DK rap is good. DK! Dunk. I don't know how the rap goes, but that's the only part I know.
He's dead.
Huh?
No, there's like a funny parody where it's like, and then there's Chunky.
He's dead! I know that one! Ah!
Chunky's dead!
That's the only version I know! That's the only version I know is the one where it's like... And then... One time when I went to a game convention and like the music we played on the ride there was that. That's how I knew it.
Donkey Kong. Like, oh.
Ever heard the first One Piece theme in German? No. I'm curious now.
So long as it's better than the Naruto theme in German, I think we're okay. Because I will never get over that part. Sasuke, he's really cool. Sakura, you're beautiful. And I'm like, what is everything?
What's going on with those Germans?
I can't answer that. I've taught German. Alright, look, I'm gonna play this.
She wants to dance around.
But no, they make really good cartoons though. Like, hearing SpongeBob in German is really good.
I've heard clips of SpongeBob in German, specifically the scene where he's screaming chocolate.
Exactly. Like, after I saw those, I was like, let me watch the entire episode in German. I'm just like, wow, man. The Germans really could dub pretty well.
It's just we're not used to it.
Exactly, but you can still hear the intonation and stuff. Just like how, like, the Spanish dubs for anime are getting better and better these days.
I'm sure. It's also, like, depends on who's doing the voice directing. I feel like people don't realize that, like, it's also, like, the voice directors. Oh, fun fact! I found this out! I didn't know this because I'm an Owl House nerd and I lurk up this stuff. Did you know the voice actress for Basha was actually the voice director for all of the characters? Like, they were the person that, like, told all the voice actors, like, the voice direction.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool. Not only do you get to do, like, not only are you a voice director, but you also get to, like, help voice a character. And granted, like, Basha is a more minor character, but still. I thought that was cool. That was cool to learn. I saw that because there was, like, an interview with a bunch of the voice actors, and, when they got to Basha's voice actress, they were like, oh yeah, she also did some of the she was the voice director. And I was like, what? She double rolled? No, it wasn't Ego Raptor. It's not Ego Raptor. That is a lie.
Oh, there's a lie about Ego Raptor?
Okay, so like when they came out with the so like that was the confusion. So when you look up online or during the credits, there's a character, right? And their voice actor is labeled Aaron Hansen, okay? And everyone freaked out because they're like, oh my gosh, Ego Raptor voiced this character. But actually, it's not Ego Raptor. It's not Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps. There is an actual voice actor with the exact same name, with the exact same spelling, that has been voice acting for years, that voice acted him, but everyone thought it was Ego Raptor.
Man, poor guy. Hopefully nobody bombarded him. Or anything like that.
Why am I getting bonked for that? Stop killing my dreams. No! He is, but like, if you actually like IMDb it and like actually go on, when you find Aaron Hansen for like the voice actor for that character, because I don't want to spoil who that character is, just in case people haven't seen it, then like, yeah, that is not Ego Raptor. It's not Ego Raptor at all. But people like to think it is, or people thought it was, and because I fell for that too, okay? I fell for that as well, but I like decided to research it up, because I was like, I'm sorry, is that true? And we looked it up, and it's not.
So it's just a completely different guy. Like a very similar name. That's why you have to give your kids some very unique names, like colon, bracket, curly braces. And then nobody would ever mistake your kid.
Cause like it is, I'm not crying, you are. Cause like, I swear that like, I looked this up, hold on. Cause I know it does say that. But I do not believe it is the same. Is it actually Ego Raptor? Because if it is, that'd be crazy, but I didn't think he was. I'm not crying, you are. Am I wrong? Hold on, I'm Googling this. Because it does say Aaron Hansen, but I thought it was a different Aaron Hansen. I'm checking his IMDb right now. Okay, so that's writer. The voice actor, because I know he's done voice acting roles, and I know he was I guess he voiced one character in Owl House, but I don't think it's the one I'm thinking of. Now I'm confused.
You couldn't find anything beyond you?
It is? Wow. I know. I saw he voiced the Snaggleback. But I thought he was a different voice actor that voiced him. Well, I learned. Wow, that's cool then. I could have sworn it was someone different, because I thought I looked it up and it was people were just saying it was. But that's cool. That's even cooler. Because I saw people jokingly with the character. Chat really willed it into existence. I could have sworn that when I looked it up, someone showed it wasn't him. Sorry, I'm fixing something on my chair. I could have swore they said that, but maybe it really willed. willed itself into existence. Oh well, the more I learn. Oh, how is your art, by the way, going, Toast?
Oh, it's going, it's going. I'm just blending things in at this point. Let me see. I'm still working on it, pretty much in a nutshell.
Nah, you're good, you're good.
Eventually, I'll.
That's crazy. I could have sworn that it was someone else. I, like, looked it up earlier. Maybe I read it wrong, probably. I can hear Aaron's voice in the performance. Yeah, like, when I re-listened to it, I was like, oh, it does sound like him, but, like... You're gonna bonk me? It's because, like, when I looked it up, it was like, it's... I agree that when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it is Aaron Hansen, but, like... When I first looked it up, and then I, like, looked it up again, I was like, it can't be. I guess it is. I will admit I'm wrong. The chat has taught me, but now the chat's gonna bonk me.
That's the cost of being taught. It's the cost of education.
I know he's a voice actor, like I know he is one. I just didn't think that that specific character he played was him. Well, there we go, I'm getting bonked now. If that makes any sense. Because I do know he voice acts. I do know that. Like, he's cool. Like, he can get, like... We forgive you, our queen! I'm only human, I promise. I don't know everything. I wish I, like, knew more stuff, but... Alas, I am not as cool as you all. Ah, there you go. There goes. Snick, you even got the big hammer! You can have chocolate. Do you want chocolate? My chat's asking for chocolate now.
Can you provide?
I mean...
In your bakery?
Yeah, we have chocolate pastries. What kind of chocolate do you want? Do you want milk chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate? Do you want, like... do you want, like, chocolate filled? Do you want chocolate glazed? Do you want... I guess it just depends on what kind of treat you want that has chocolate. You know what I mean? All the chocolate. Okay.
Well, I want red velvet.
We got red velvet. You want red velvet cake, cupcakes, donuts. Do you want...
That's a lot of options.
Girl,
I
I'm a
need
bakery.
you to decide.
I'm a bakery. You asked, I shall provide. I love how right now Willow doesn't have eyes, she just has her glasses. What is today's special? Ooh. You know what? My friends are here. They can decide. Do you guys want to decide what today's special dessert is? What is the special of the day?
Obviously it's a burnt loaf, baked by our resident overlord.
Be me, I can actually bake. I started off with an easy bake just like everybody else.
It's handcrafted in easy bake ovens.
Exactly. I waited patiently.
Kill him.
A cinnamon bun mousse after all of the bonking. That comes on the side.
You know, helps with the bread.
What about no-baked cookies, my beloved? I don't think I've had a no-bake cookie. Have you guys?
I've heard of it, but I haven't.
I'm not looking to get food poisoning. I mean, you can trust a residential overlord.
Sometimes. We have to sign a contract first. I'm just saying, I just don't want to be liable for anything.
You make it sound like something's gonna happen if they eat these pastries.
I mean, they may meet their maker in a good way. It's gonna be fun. You know, it'll be so good, so heavenly that you'll be like, I finally get to meet my maker. It's gonna be great.
It'll be so girly pop.
Exactly.
It still tastes good. I have never heard of no-bake cookies, but I pride myself on living. How would you make a cookie without baking it?
Cookies?
Slowly backpedals out of the bakery.
Just saying.
Oh no, I'm losing my wonderful honey buns.
I told you not to put an apron on me. This is what happens.
No bake cookies, you mean cookie dough? Hello, Blazingle. Yeah, are you talking about cookie dough?
I mean, there actually is a recipe for no bake where you don't put it in the oven. I think it's almost like a thing where you actually refrigerate it and it solidifies. And that's
like the refrigerated style cookie. Yeah, I've heard of that. So it's like similar to like bark, I think.
I never heard of that.
Well, like chocolate bark.
Like peppermint bark?
Yeah, like those. Like that's where you yeah, so like that's what I mean. It's just like did someone say cookies? Hello, I was here seeing this discussion and was like, what the heck are no bake cookies?
Used for cookies.
Everyone's driving Jaws back into the bakery.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna look this up. Chat, we're Googling this. No-bake cookies. What makes a no-bake cookie? Okay. So why did they... let's see. So pretty much they're like very minimal ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And they're meant so that if someone shows up... Oh, okay, so cookies are usually made with peanut butter, cocoa powder, vanilla, and oats. This is a no-bake recipe is full of your favorite cookie flavors. You can't go wrong with peanut butter and chocolate. And yeah, you're right. It kind of goes into like the fridge to solidify.
Mm-hmm.
I'm jumping down to the recipe here. Yeah, and you can either put them in the fridge or let them set naturally, and voila. So it's like a chocolatey, oaty, like peanut buttery cookie.
Yeah. You know, you just kind of like, you know, squish them together because they're already solid things that are sticky. So it just creates
Roadie.
sticky cookies.
Not DOS screaming help! By the way, Kunryu, you forgot to say thanks for the storyboard thumbnail. It helps a lot. Yeah! Yeah, I was telling people if you ever want, Clip Studio has like a free template if you want to make storyboards that you can just kind of like download and then set it up. I was using it and it was very helpful, so.
Well, if you approve of it, I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, it's just literally a Clip Studio like template thing that lets it so that it like makes its own layer with all of like the boxes and like the lines that you would use for like storyboard. So you don't have to draw that over again. It's just automatically set up so that when you open your program, you can just make it so that every layer above it is the sketch and you don't have to touch that pre-made template of like the boxes. Do you know what I mean?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was like useful because I found it really useful when I originally storyboarded some of this Animatic, so. can also work with, coated, yeah, it can work with caramel. Okay, how do you say it? Is it caramel, caramel?
I used to say caramel.
Taro, how do you say it?
I usually say caramel, but like, I don't know.
It just could be our southern slang, I guess.
I think it
it's
depends for me on what it is.
like, I definitely use a different mix of some regional dialects, just because of where I grew up, where my parents grew up, yada yada.
Can I get that burnt pastry if I dragged us back in the store? Sachi 17 sit.
It is cool.
Yes, you can have a burnt pastry if you drag Toss back into the store.
I swear I didn't burn it, it's just the way it's supposed to be.
Try the meat pies. No, we should do fairy pies since it's Owl House. This session of sketching has been so educational. I learned that Aaron Hansen did, in fact, voice the Titan. Which I could have sworn it wasn't him, but you know, I can't find the source that said it wasn't. And I wonder if it was like one of those things where it was like a fake thing, but it like looked like it was on. I wouldn't be surprised, because people probably didn't want Aaron Hansen to be like, get credit or something. I don't know. People are weird.
Yeah. Indeed.
Or they were upset that he I don't know. I'm taking names, I will have my vengeance! Oh no, Doss! Doss is ready to fight people, oh no.
Take your sword.
Oh no. Get in line then. I can imagine someone going, "Nuh-uh, the Game Grumps Aaron is not actually a yeah, probably. But yeah, no, I can see it. I can totally see him being like someone doing that, and maybe like I got confused. I take my fails.
Hey, I mean, there's so much junk online, you never know.
Yeah, and as I said, it could have been like whatever source I saw got updated, and like people found out, oh wait, it actually was. So Doss makes the best fairy pies.
I hope there's no real fairies in your pies,
You know,
or at least ethically sourced.
ethically sourced.
On that tragic note, I should probably head off for the night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me join the stream.
Well, thank you so much for coming. We love having you here.
Absolutely. I'll have to come another time.
Yeah. I'm still gonna keep going for a little bit longer, but it was great having you. We gotta chat some more later.
Absolutely. Talk to you later. Goodbye, chat.
Chat, say bye! At least someone said bye. There we go, there we go.
Bye.
Bye. And then there was, well, I'm getting bonked with my friend leaves! What the heck? Are you gonna stay or are you gonna head out?
Let me see. I can post the thing I was working on, and then I'll call it a day.
Alright, I'm gonna stream for a smidge longer. just because I'm in the zone.
Yeah,
Auto zone.
I knew it. I was just about to get in the zone.
Auto zone. Because I want to make a smidge more progress on this section, because I do want to see if I can add clover. And then once I do that, I will call it, but...
The night is still young.
Oh yeah, about last week's stream sleep with sleep eye mask,
I still need to
absolute
watch
great, and
that.
I being using it like high school.
I think it's...
About last week's stream, slept with an eye mask. Absolutely great, and I've been using it like high school? What? Did you start using a sleep eye mask, Hurricane? Because if you did, I agree, they're great. They help with sleep. I love it. It helps out with if you have trouble sleeping, I recommend it, because I'm the type of person that, like, I used to like have to pull the covers over my head, but then you'd overheat. And so, like, it gives me that same, like, darkness, like, that, like, feeling of when you have the covers over your head without, like, you getting hot. So that's why I like it, but for everyone else, like, you know, some people don't want, like, the light. The light hurts.
Burns.
I just read manga till I pass out. What's overheating? Never heard of it. I wish! No, I'm the type... Yeah, I'm the type where, like, before I go to sleep, I'm freezing cold. So I overbundle, and then, like, midway through the night, I'm dying of heat. And it sucks.
Life. This is canonical. He would just put duct tape on his shirt. Alright, now I think I can post it a little bit. There we go.
Oh, you posted it?
Well, real quick. Let me see. Because you know me, I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm totally done. Well, I'm nowhere near done. But you know me, I'm always like, oh, I'm about to be done. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to make this adjustment and this adjustment. And 30 minutes later, I'm still making adjustments.
I believe in you.
I don't believe it.
I believe.
Do not believe.
Why not? I am allowed to believe in my friends.
Do not believe in your friends. Oh, there you go. I put it there.
Body CPU starting to overheat. Alright, let's see. Oh, he looks cool!
I don't even know who he is. But yeah.
Am I allowed to share?
Yeah, you're allowed to share.
I always ask. Alright, there we go. This is what my friend Toast has been working on this whole time. My room is 69 degrees. That's crazy.
That's nice.
Everyone says your art is yummy. Ooh, dang. Yeah, my friends are talented and cool. See, like, I feel like all of my friends do this kind of style, and I'm the weird one that does, like, cell shading.
Hey, someone else does my style?
No, because, like, Tara also does, like the more painterly style. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, you guys do a lot more blending and a lot more, like, painterly. Versus me, who does, like,
more line arty stuff.
Mm-hmm. And, like, flats and cell shading.
I mean, it comes with the discipline of animation, man. I couldn't do that with animation. If I try to paint with animation, I would die.
You know, you would lose motivation very fast. Is he edible? Can I eat him?
If you don't mind the burnt bits.
What does he taste like? Is what someone has.
Like cinnamon.
He's cinnamon?
Yeah, he's just cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon. I just like how he has duct tape on his jacket, and then he's like, I'm gonna put these things on.
I'm just gonna stick them on my jacket. Makes me think of the gesture where one lights a finger over one lights a finger over their own butt to show that they're hot.
Oh.
Playing dark will not be. Is he
Thanks,
edible?
Cat.
So yeah, that like both you and Taro, I feel like have like the cool painterly style, and like there's sometimes like, sorry, Shadow's rubbing my eye. I wish I could do that, but sometimes I'm like, but that's, I don't know how you guys have the patience for it.
How do you have patience? Wait, how can you even talk about patience when you do animation? You're supposed to be like the patron saint of patience. Patience is your job.
I don't know why, like for me, I feel like animation is like, this sounds so weird, but like, I'm getting bonked for that. But like, because like, I don't know what it is. I feel like animation, like I feel like you can see like I can just quickly do stuff versus like, I feel like you'd have to spend so much time on one piece.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, yeah, because animation is like a lot of little drawings, so it's nice to be able to move on to the next drawing. There's like a sense of accomplishment in knowing that you did something. While me, I sometimes feel the same way where I'm like painting the same thing and I'm just like, will my pain never end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel yeah.
Or like for me too, it's like, I feel like I don't fully understand how to do it, so I sit there and I'm like, it takes me longer than if I just sit down and animate it like this, for example, which is crazy to think about, but I've also been doing this longer.
Sure, it's, you know, it's about the discipline. Like, I haven't animated for very long, so that picture took me way longer than I'm sure someone else would have just been like, oh, that should have just taken me like, you know, an hour. And I'm like, it took me almost 2 days.
I mean, to be fair, this took me almost... Thank you for the head pat. This took like, what, 3 hours to do this section?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you have your own merits.
So, I wish I could animate stuff in like an hour. But that would have to require me to like really know what I'm doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the head pats, Temmie. Also, I'm getting... Why did I get bonked, huh? Blackout? Yeah! Everyone... Gotta go. Baby needs to be fed. Alright, enjoy food! Get something yummy! 1 hour animations are fun. It's like speed drawing. Well, we should do a challenge when we do that. What do you think? Would you join?
Oh, now that I know exactly the pain, yeah, I'll totally join.
By baby, I mean kitty, not actual child. You know, fair enough. Kippy
I
needs
thought
to
you
get
were referring
fed.
to yourself.
I did not think you had an actual child, Blackout.
I just thought he was referring to himself as baby. Baby needs to be fed, and I'm just like, you talking in third person?
No, don't say that. Blackout's gonna bonk me for you.
That's my job. To be
No!
offensive.
Alright, make sure Kitty gets yummy, tasty food. But it was good seeing you, Blackout. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
But I also have to head out and, you know, hit the hay, because I got a lot of stuff.
No, you're good. I appreciate you chilling with me.
No problem. I appreciate you inviting me. It's alright, chat. Live another day and be strong.
Alright. I'll see you later. Bye, Toast.
Peace.
Chat, it's just you and me now. There we go. It's just you and me now. You're stuck with me now. Let's go. Why? But yeah, those are two of my really good friends. And they're both really, really talented artists, and I love them dearly. Now I'm looking through my old 1 hour animations. Oh, that sounds like fun. We should do that, chat. Would you do that with me? Or are you stuck with us? Oh no. Would you ever do that with me? Would you ever want to do like animation challenges together? I feel like that'd be cool, but also, would that drive you all insane? It'll be fun. We have to come up with something pretty simple. I still think that we should do an animation of like everyone gets like the frames for the caramel dancing, and everyone makes a caramel dancing, and I need to get all the frames together, and we should all like do like a honey bun style caramel dancing. All right, let's see. Aw, DV, this looks so good. Can I show it on stream? I'm gonna show it on stream. Look at Dark Volt's, like, you did this in an hour. Did this in an hour. Couldn't be me. To be fair though, like, I say it takes me like 3 hours, but sometimes like, if I'm really studious and I really sit down and really like, do it, I probably could. All right, give me a sec, chat. My feet started getting cold. Need to put socks on. Oh, does it? Okay. I'll have to look into that, Dark Vault. I love that now, like, my chat's like, I want to share all the cool stuff. Okay, let's see what Temmie's made. Oh, Temmie, this is really good! Is it okay if I, share it on the stream? Is that okay? Yeah, okay. And then here's Temmie's. Hello? It broke! Give me 1 second, chat. It broke on me. There we go. It like broke. It broke on me. But look! That's so cute! Run cycles are hard. So like, good job. I love the little toast. I love the little toast. We love to see it. All right, let's see. She got her burnt toast. Okay, I can see why this one took you forever, DV. Like, look at this, chat. Character going up the stairs. What the heck? That one, like, that one's a lot, but okay. But it's also a repeated motion, you know what I mean? So, like, I feel like that's also, like, helps. I need to, like, figure out how to make, this, like, the grid. Is there an easy way to make that in, like, Flash? Or did you download that? Because, like, I feel like I need that, but I don't know how to make that in, like, Animate or Flash. Because I want that grid so much. I usually have to... There has to be a way to do that without me having to download it. You made the grid? Yeah, that's what I figured. I feel like I have to just make it at some point. Yeah, I figured. I have to just make it at some point and just draw a bunch of lines. Alright, let's do it. Let's see how this looks again.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue.
Ah, this is looking so cool. see how this looks. Yeah, I know it doesn't have to be super accurate, but, you know. I would like it. I should just make a template. You know what I mean? I should just make a template so that, like, I can always have one. All right, let's see how this looks. Yeah. All right, let's see how this looks, chat.
She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell. Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly. She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue.
Wait, did we actually? Yay! Okay, so like, I didn't announce this or anything. I just found out you could do this. But yeah, chat, we reached 500 followers! Let's go! Adrian X Cortex, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. You got us to 500! Let's go! Yay! That's awesome! Oh my gosh! It's not a lot, but I appreciate you all. What the heck? It does! Oh no, are my alerts not working? Are my alerts not working? I know! Are my alerts not working? I know. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Let me... I think my alerts are broken! Which I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, give me a sec. Let me see what happened. Yeah, I don't know why that broke. Give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec. Alright, now that should work. Hopefully. Let me do a test. Huh. I don't know why it's broken, but thank you so much. Hello everyone, mates, amigos, chaps. I am an EDM fanatic here, but I'm also a fan of classical rock, metal, object shows, Poland ball, country ball, animation. I'm also known as Summit. Okay, welcome. We're on the road to Viridian City. Yeah, I don't know why that's broken. But give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can get a new thing. Let's try that. Give me a sec, chat. Yeah, I don't know why it's broken. Weird. My gift spread the— oh no, I don't know if it's that. It might be it just needs to restart OBS or something. So Yeah, it could just be that. But yeah, thank you! The last time I was a 500th follower to another artist was, oh, that's awesome! But yeah, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, I didn't expect we get here. But yeah, I had put that goal because I was like, we're not gonna reach that anytime soon. And I just wanted a baby goal, you know what I mean? I thought that'd be cool. Something attainable, you know what I mean? But also not like, not too crazy. So. Oh, that's right. It doesn't let me test anything because I'm live. Yeah, it's just, who knows? It might be just broken. Yeah, it was like, it would be awesome or cool if it happened, but like, yeah, it was just a baby idea, baby dream, and now we did it. I'm gonna go cry because I didn't expect it. Man, my friends left just as this happens. What the heck? But yeah. Oh my god, that's so cool. I feel so like honored. Thank you guys. That means a lot. That really does. And also, Doss, thank you for the gifted sub. I know it didn't, the alert sound didn't go off or anything, but I appreciate it. Thank you. But oh my gosh, I can't believe we did it, chat. Now I'm like hyped to make this also because like we like did so much with it, and then, like this was the thing we worked on to get here, you know? So everyone's like, it's been an honor. What should my next goal be? Because like I was like at 500. I don't think I was gonna hit 500. And like I feel like it's too ambitious. It's too ambitious to say 1,000. I think that would be like too pretentious. I don't know. Is that too pretentious to say 1,000? Or should I like go small? Just go like, we'll go like 750. We could do do you think 750 is a good one? I knew Doss was gonna say that. I knew Doss was gonna say that. It could get irresponsible. Oh no. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm glad to know that you like animation, because I do a lot of art and animation on here, but I also do like, it's either 600 or 750 would be the next goals. I feel like those are the two like numbers that I'm like, I can see going for it. The other idea is to just go with what Das said and be silly. Cause like, I also technically have like, I set up a sub goal because I found out you could do that too, but like, I don't think we're ever gonna hit that. I just did that. Das, wait, Das. No, not the ads, not the ads. I'm so sorry. But I was trying to say, Das, you would like the sub goal reward, because if you look at that, you can see what that is. I set it up to be 69. I purposely set up the sub goal to be 69. Oh no, not the ads! Not the ads. I'll wait till everyone's back from the ads. I'll wait. You'll be back soon. Chad, I believe. You're back. Okay, we got one person back. You survived. Stitchu, I know you told me how to fix it, but I like changed it back because I got anxious. That's all, I just got anxious. I know it could happen to anyone. Dun dun dun. But yeah, what I was trying to say is for DOS, because I thought DOS would think this is hilarious. DOS, my sub goal count I purposely set to 69, and I want you to know I thought of you. I thought of you when I set that up. Cause I was like, it's a number that I don't know if I'll ever reach. And like, but I was like, I have to do it. And I think DOS will get a kick out of it if he ever notices. So there you go, DOS. I did add that. Make it happen. I don't know if I can make it happen. Cause I'm not gonna sit there and be like, you all should subscribe. You all should do it. Cause like, the only way that would happen is if I ever did a subathon. And like, I don't want to ever, okay, I feel like I love you all, but I never want to ever make you feel like you would ever have to sub to me, okay? Like, I'm happy you do, and you guys make me feel amazing and really push me to like make content for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I was very tired today. And like, you guys make me excited to stream and have fun, and I love chatting with you every week. I know I only stream once a week, but I love streaming with you guys once a week. It makes me so happy. But because I love this community so much, I never want you to feel ever that you have to sub to me or you have to donate. If you do, I appreciate it, and like, it's not taken for granted, you know. I use that to like, I used it to help get myself like a capture card so we could stream Switch games together and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, I also just want you guys to know that I just want to hang out with you guys, and like, I appreciate it, and I really do, but like, never ever feel like you have to, okay? I just want to make that very clear. Stitchu, no! Reverse it! But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make that clear. So like, if I do a subathon or peer pressure doesn't work on me anyway, I ain't got the infrastructure to sub in the there you go, perfect. But yeah, if I ever did like a subathon, like I don't know, I would no, Stitch! No! But yeah, that's why like, I just want to chill with you guys. I just want to hang out. But I also want anyone who does donate or give bits or subs to know that like, I do appreciate it. I really do. And I'm getting sappy. I'm sorry. I should get back to animating. But yeah, you guys mean the world to me. Surface pressure. Oh my god, what is it? Tick, 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 tick. Just go pop. Oh, ho, ho. Give it to your sister's older. Give her all the things that we can shoulder. Who am I if I can't carry it? Oh, 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 if I falter. Now I want to find that song. Ah, I love that song. What is it? It was, I'm the strong one, I'm not nervous, I'm as tough as the crust of the earth is. I move mountains, I move churches, and I glow cause I know what my worth is. I love that song. That's such a stupidly good song. It's fun. Oh, I appreciate that, King. I really do. Surface Pressure is such a good song. It's underrated, freaking amazing song. All right, I wanna see how this looks real quick, and then we can continue.
She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell. Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly. She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue.
Ah, that looks really good! That is so over animated, but I love it!
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until...
Oh, that looks so cute! I need to do, next we need to do Clover, because I think Clover would, have to fly off, right?
She wants to dance around the room, kiss.
Okay, I do notice a slight discrepancy, and I need to fix it, because it's gonna drive me insane. It's driving me insane that some of these, like, frames are just a little off, and I just needed to fix it.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue.
I love how it's turning out. Okay, I think if Willow is like this, probably a smile, right? Like, she just kind of has, like... I think, like, just like a cute little smile. Alright, let's see.
She wants to dance around the room.
I think that's what it is. This frame needs to be a little bigger because she's closer to the viewer.
She wants to dance around the room.
And then I think actually... I need to kind of do this. How's that look, Chad, if I add the red?
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until...
Does that work? Does that help show it a little bit more? I think it does, right? Just adding the little red arrows there. Because I added it for this scene, right? Because I don't want to animate Clover fully flying up, so it's just kind of like the final frame.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. A handsome stranger, you have made her wonder.
Because I think that works, right? Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is add the little Clover. Okay, I also need to reach out, so, oh, you like Queen and David Bowie as well? Adrian? I like some of their songs as well. I don't think I'm as, like, knowledgeable, I'm not gonna lie, but I do like their songs. Under Pressure. Oh wait, Das is a Dutch name? What does Das mean in Dutch? Does it actually mean sleepy? I'm looking this up. Or is it Dutch or German? You said. Dutch, okay. I'm going backwards in the chat. Because I feel like I missed a few. Oh, like drowsy, yeah. Wow. That's cool. No, I was just going back and someone said Das was Dutch? It's a Dutch name, and someone was like saying it was sleepy in Dutch. I don't know. Am I right? Wrong? I realized I did miss some chat messages, so I was just going back through them. You had no idea? Yeah, I don't know. I speak German, not Dutch. Fair. I wonder if it'll play the... Oh, we can test the scene. Hold on, let's test the scene, because this lets us see it, like, with all the symbols, too. Alright. Because it'll play on here. Alright, hold on. I need to shrink it a smidge, so you guys can see it.
She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell. Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly. She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. But handsome stranger, you have made her wonder, is she pretty?
Alright, I know what's gonna happen in the next scene, and I hope I can capture that well. So obviously I want to have, like, Willa, like, I need to animate, Clover! I was gonna say Willow. Clover, going around the scene, and I think... I don't know how I want to animate Clover, so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I feel like this is really fun because, like, I feel like we always associate Willow. Okay, chat, we're gonna have to sit down, and I need people to help me, because, like, I don't fully know what the heck she said, okay? Like, I want to know, I have yet to figure out what Hunter said here that made her make this face and what she responded with, okay? We're gonna have to come up with that, because I want it to be cute, and I can't think of anything cute. Oh yeah, he's gonna be an absolute dork. He's probably talking about wolves or something. Or like, he completely spelled something wrong. And like, isn't it canon that like Hunter... You dork! But yeah, I want him to say something and like for her to respond. And then like, so here's what the animatic is going to get to next, or the roughs, is after this scene here, I want her, this hand right here, which is her left, our right, he hasn't asked her to Grom yet. He hasn't asked her to Grom yet, okay? So, like, this is him going to ask her out. And he totally got advice from, like, Gus and Luz, okay? He totally got advice from them. I am going to animate them in the background. Like, totally going, yeah, you did it, buddy! So I want this hand here to slowly, like, you know how, like, you put your hand on your head? Right? And like go through your hair because you're like thinking and embarrassed. Well, as I said, I did the headcanon where Willow has flowers, so I want her to do that and then notice one of the flowers, and then she turns onto her side and she's looking at the flower. And here, I'll play the song so you can hear what the lyrics are.
Handsome stranger, you have made her wonder. Is she pretty?
Right? And so, like, I want her to look at the flower. Like, I want her to do that, pull out, like, one of the flowers from her hair and, like, look at it. And, like, her looking at it is like, is she pretty, you know? And then, what I want afterwards is you see her fling her phone onto the side here. Granted, probably not exactly there, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, she flings her phone. I can move it, obviously. It's just for visual effect. But she flings her phone, right? I want to set it up so that after she looks at it, you're going to see from her perspective. 3 weeks of hanging out with the long-necked owl. I'm confused. Where's the end? Where does it start? That'd be really good. I want it so that when she looks at the flower, it's going to pan over and it'll show the phone has a new message, and then she goes and reads it, and Hunter asks her in the most flubbed way possible, can you look outside your window? And then the next sections are, but it's too late, and she goes to the window and she opens it, and it's the window, it's like the cool, like, arched window that looks like, that's like this. Like, she has a really cool arched window or whatever. And she, like, goes to, the idea is she opens it and goes to it, and Hunter is on, because I'm assuming it's, like, waffles. Hunter's on waffles, and he has, like, a bouquet of flowers, and he pretty much it has, like, the little thing that says, will you go to, and he hands it to her, and he hands, like, a note or something, and it's the invitation of him asking her, like, will you go, you know how, like, Amity gave a letter? There's, like, a little note in the flowers that just, like, is, like, written. So, like, I imagine, like, it's a bouquet of flowers, right? Right, so let's say this is the flower bouquet, and then in there, it just says, will you go to Grom with me? Yeah, he could ask her what flowers, and, like, he already knew. Like, he knew, because, like, he probably asked, like, Gus and Luz and stuff. So then it's like, will you go to Grom with me? Is, like, the note that is on here. It's like, that was the idea. You know. That would be cute if he asks her, like, what flowers she liked. Or what was, like, her favorite flowers. That'd be cute. But yeah, that was the idea, is he hands her this bouquet. And, like, I don't know what her favorite flowers would be, but, like, I think it'd be cute, right? And then, like, the song is like, but it's too late, she believes in fate, she's absolutely smitten, she'll never let you go. Yeah, that would be cute. Maybe I'll do that. We gotta think of a flower. Too much cuteness. Yeah, that's how I feel with this couple. And then, okay, so that's just the beginning section, and then it cuts, and I want to cut it or fade it. So then you're in front of the school, and, like, Hunter is in his infamous Grom outfit. We all love that Grom outfit. And I want to set it up so that they said to wait in front of the school, because even though he, like, he knows, right? He knows, that, he could pick her up. but like he's anxious and stuff, and she decides to calm the nerves, like the group of all, like she wants to go with like a group with all her friends, right? She wants to go as a group, and she knows that too. So they like meet up in front of the school. I put thought into this. And so they meet up in front of the school, so Hunter is there, and he's like fiddling with his hair noodle. He's fiddling with his hair noodle because he's trying to get it slicked back. And then Willow shows up on Clover, like the staff version. And that's like the first time, like she cuts her hair, and it's the first time all of them see her with her hair cut. And he's absolutely like blushy boy, right? And he's it's the first time you see her with the new haircut, because up until that point she's always had long hair, right? And then she gets short hair during the Grom outfit, so I'm like, okay, what if she shows up with the new haircut? What if she shows up with the new haircut and he is flustered? I put too much thought into this. But I'm really happy with this, how this turned out. And like my headcanon is like, you know how like in the Grom outfit, Hunter's hair is slicked back. No. I think that hair noodle, he sees Willow, nah, it comes undone. I like the idea that it's a cute little like, and and it's like shows up, and I'm like, yep, that's Hunter. We need baby boy needs his little hair noodle.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you into it, kiss you into.
So yeah, I'm sappy. Yes, I do want to include Waffles in this, and I think I should probably have Waffles pull the hair noodle because he's so flustered and doesn't like walk towards her. Or like Waffles pushes him, I don't know. Or like cheeps really loud in his ear or something. Waffles has to do something. And then I just want to have them like, I'm a sap. I like cute, like innocent, adorable, like, Waffles is sending the text in secret. That would be hilarious. That would be so funny. Oh my god. I'm really happy with how this is looking so far. Like, actually looks... This sounds silly, but it actually looks like really nice and like way better than I expected.
She wants to dance around the room.
I do want to change the mouth there, just... And granted, this is not like... I am going to go in and like do cleanup, like very rough cleanup. Because I do want it to look good. I kind of want it to, as I said, it's not going to leave the animatics, like the rough stage. But I will give it line art-ish. You know? Because I do want to, like, give it that, like... I should put that somewhere here. Oh, you know what? Oh, man, if I don't have a text from him before! Ah, that would have been so smart to have one of his text messages in the earlier text go play. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should have had an earlier text. Just go peh. Peh. Oh, that would've been funny. Alright. I think we'll start animating Clover really quick. and then go from there, because I do think we are getting to the point where I should probably call it soon. But I knew this was gonna take the longest. This was gonna definitely take the longest.
She wants to dance around.
So we know Clover is right here, right? Also, Clover does not have back legs, is what I found. Welcome to my world, Das. Like, they don't have back leg. Like, she doesn't have back legs. She's only like. She only has the front legs and she doesn't have back legs. It's just that and the stinger. Okay, I want her to kind of go over here. So I'm gonna have to draw an arrow. Oops. Because I want her to go behind Willow. Cause like she's probably excited for this too, right? I'd assume her palisman would be like happy for her. Alright, let's see how that looks.
She wants to dance around the room.
I think I kinda want Clover to kinda stay over here, like I kinda don't want her to do anything other than maybe stay over here.
She wants to dance around the room. Kiss you until
I'm gonna have that song segment. Yeah, I'm gonna have it stuck in my head. It's gonna be great.
she wants to dance around the room. Kiss you until
What do we think here? Do you think that's a good cut? IDK, Pudding only gets excited for food and outside, so I can't really. Stinger's another leg, it's a tripod stand. I already have Daisy Bell stuck in my head. Alright, let's see how that looks.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. A handsome stranger, you have made her wonder.
Cause like, do I make... Okay, chat, curious. Do I make Clover go and like... zoom over to the bed? Like her being over here? On the final frame? Or do I just leave her where she is? Alright, I'm gonna make her over here, I think. Oh, I can make her go that way. There we go. Alright, let's see how that looks.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue.
Okay, I'm liking how that looks. Alright, let's test the scene, because sometimes like I have to see it full screen, which sucks because it cuts, it cuts a little bit. But it lets you see it like what it would look like cropped. Like it cuts out all the excess.
She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell. Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly. She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. A handsome stranger.
Okay, I'm liking it. I think maybe instead of it being there, we should have... that, and then the last bit does not need the arrow. Let's see that how.
Dance around the room, kiss you until, kiss you until.
How does that look, chat?
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. A handsome stranger, you have made her.
Does that look good? 134 IO, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'm so sorry my alerts are broken right now and I don't know how to fix it because I'm streaming, so it's broken right now. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, huh? No clue. But yeah, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. It's looking good? Alright, I think that's where I will stop then, if that's... we like where that is going. Because I personally really like this. I think this is turning out really good.
She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. A handsome stranger you have.
I'm so happy. Alright, chat. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. Alright, let's go raid my friend Andron, actually. I think that would be a good one. Hold on, let me switch to... and then turn off the music. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I had a lot of fun. We got some good animation work done, and I am super happy. Also, thank you guys. We did it. We hit a mini milestone. I didn't think we'd do that, but I'm so excited. But yeah, we're going to go raid my friend Andron. Andron is playing The Last of Us. I think he is playing The Last of Us Part 1. And he's going to go until he beats it. Wait, I'm gonna make sure he's not ending. I don't think he is. Oh no, oh no, is he ending? Is he ending? Oh no! Oh no, he's ending! No! Thought he... dang it, now, who else do we raid? No! Who do we raid? Do you have any suggestions, chat? Cause, Andron literally just ended. He just raided someone. Ah, no, he just raided. I was just about to. No, 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 no. If I can't, do we want to go and see if anyone else is doing some fun art? Do we want to raid someone doing art? Do we want to look at the tags together and see if there's anyone in art? Or do we still raid Andron? Alright, let's look at the art tag. And I want live channels. And I want low to high. Because I feel like we should go and find an artist that is... doesn't have that... we should give back to the community, right? No, we're not. Literally, he raided someone else, so we cannot. But I feel like we should raid a, someone maybe who has, like, same amount or smaller or something, and, like, give back, right? See some cool art. I'm seeing which art, like, piques my interest. I'm curious. Let's see. Oh, I see someone doing an animation. Oh, I see someone doing animation. Do we do that? Ah. I clicked the thing. But I click a thing. Okay. So hard when you're like trying to find like other artists to follow. Also, chat, if you find someone, if you can see someone as well, I'd be all ears. I'm also trying to find, like... I was trying to see if anyone else was also doing Owl House. I'm also trying to make it so it's in English for you, chat. I'm trying. Let's see. Oh, I found mine. That's so funny. I'm literally just on the art tag and I'm looking. Chat, help! I don't know who to raid. I'm so sad because the person I was going to raid left. Let's see. I feel like I just need to pick one. No, that one's in, not in English. I'm trying to find an English for you, chat. Yeah, if I don't find someone, I could just end. Alright. I just wanted to, like, find someone, but it might take a bit because I don't know that many art VTubers. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, a lot of them are VTubers, which is cool, but I'm also like... A lot of them are also not in English. Which is like, wow, I'm surprised. Getting a lot of, like... I mean, that's cool. I do think Twitch is crazy, because it's like... You could get so many, like, languages, and it is the craziest thing. The other person we could raid is, Geary, because I know Geary is live, but I'm also like... Feels weird raiding Geary. Yeah, I cannot find anyone. Like, that's catching my eye right away? I was the reason I was saying not finding anyone is because I was trying to find someone doing animation more than, like, just drawing. But there's very few. Most of them are just doing, like, art. So, alright. I guess we will probably just end it there. I wanted to raid, because I like doing raids, but I think we're just gonna end it. I'm actually getting very sleepy. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Next time we'll find someone else to raid, because brain dead. Unless I find someone in the next 10 seconds, but I am not seeing it. So, alright. I will admit defeat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys had a wonderful day and enjoyed the stream. I'll hopefully get the alerts fixed by next time. I think it just like needed to reset. But yeah, it's all good. But anyway, thank you guys. I love you all so much. and we did it. We made it to 500 followers. We're gonna have to increase that number just a little bit more and see if we can keep going. But until next time, I will see you guys next week on Tuesday for another stream. Maybe we'll do art, maybe we'll play games, or maybe we'll just chat. We've never had a just chatting stream before, but I don't know, we'll see. I've been really in the art mood, so hopefully we can do that. But anyway, I will chat with you all later. Have a good night, everyone, and I will see you all next week. And bye!